I'm speaking.
We're just gonna start the video there. Alright, if you're watching this, you know where this is, you know where this begins. Or you know where this is falling from. I found out yesterday that I had accidentally placed, Happy Tree Friends in the don't know this category instead of the don't want category. So I sure hope there are plenty of people who commented on the first video telling me that, and it's already been fixed. So
yeah, so they're gonna go from upset you didn't know what it is to upset that you hate their favorite series.
I have no strong opinion on Happy Tree Friends. I don't think that really is something that should be on Death Battle. It's
Oh, alright, then I'll be the one. I hate Happy Tree Friends. I think it's a bad show.
That's very fair. I have watched, like, a few clips of it. Never seen a full episode. Don't want to. It's not very appealing.
Yeah, don't recommend it.
So we have Kamen Rider as the very first thing.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that just goes straight to the top tier. There's so many options. Everyone seems to be wanting it, and the people behind the series think they want to do it too. There's so many characters with completely unrelated scaling for anyone worried about that, completely unrelated abilities for people worried about that. Just tons of content you could go through.
Yeah, Cap versus Ichigo, you got Gokai Red versus Decade, you got fucking one of my favorites and one I don't see a lot, Amazon versus Blanca Street Fighter.
Oh, you want to talk about favorites that you don't see a lot? One of mine is Sakamoto Ryoma versus Kamen Rider Double. You ain't gonna see anyone talk about that except me and my son.
Yeah.
Oh, Drakon.
Eat robot frogs and whatnot.
Drakon versus Omar. Yeah, I really like the fact that, like, very specifically one of Double's, like, gadgets is a robot frog, and very specifically the thing that Oryu loves to eat the most, and she's Ryoma's stan, basically. The thing she likes to eat the most is frogs. So I can literally just picture her just picking up the robot frog, taking a bite out of it, and wondering why it's so crunchy.
Doppio moment.
And so I I don't even think we need to really elaborate on that. Like, if you know Kamen Rider and you've been in this community for a day or two, you'd understand why that's going up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Karate Kid.
I could take it or leave it. I don't care that much.
I think that either way, it's a one-off. Like, who else do you do other than the Karate Kid?
You gotta do Cobra Kai. I don't know his name.
You gotta do Cobra Kai and Karate Kid on Death Battles, very specifically. I think it's a case where it'd be like, I don't really care because Multiverse Match did the matchup, and like I feel like, I really need another one of them.
And that, like, even then, I would rather see Rocky fight Joe Ibuki from Ashita no Joe if he came to Death Battle.
Yeah, that's fair. Katana Zero.
I think I've heard of that.
I don't care. I don't care about it, not that I don't care whether you've heard it or not. I just...
Fuck off, Don. No one asked.
No one asked, Don. You just butted in. Keijo.
Okay. Whatever Danger Dolan sounding ass.
Danger Dolan. And you've been wondering why no one cares about Don. It's you know, we've been messaging him a lot, and all we hear is Don.
Planet Dolan's been going on a fucking arc as of late. The past week they've been posting this fucking new Shima saga. They've got a new Shima replacing the old one.
Yeah, I know. And like I understand why they'd be doing that.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. And you said, what was the next one?
Keijo.
Keijo. Is that the fucking... Is that the one where the anime girls throw their asses at each other?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't actually know what that one's called. Because I'm trying to think if I know.
I think that's Keijo.
I think it is. I'm just gonna look up to be sure. Which I think, at this point, if I have to look it up, it's probably gonna go in I don't know. But
yeah,
this is the one with.
Okay, then totally not Mark gassed that one up. I'm pretty sure it was ironically, but if he thinks it's at least funny, then maybe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in don't know though, because like I can't, because I did know what it was. I just like I don't care. Actually, I'm almost tempted to put it in actively don't want, because I don't want to hear Wiz and Boomstick talking about these f***ing girls smacking each other with their asses.
Oh, come on. Don't be a tsundere. That's Rena's job. Come on.
Fine, that's fair. I'll put it in don't care. Kellogg's.
Yeah, we did General Mills last time, right?
Yeah, I feel this goes in one off, right with where General Mills is.
Yeah.
Because, like, the matchup is, like, each other.
I'll never forgive you, mother for sexually harassing Tony the Tiger off of Twitter.com. That's real. That actually happened. They had to shut down the account because people wouldn't stop horny posting.
I mean, that seems believable on the internet. Ken Ganashira.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a one-off for me. I think Oma versus Baki. I don't care about any of the other matchups.
Yeah, I was just trying to think if there's anything more than the one to do, but I don't know the series well enough. KFC.
Nah. Because if they use Colonel Sanders, they're probably going to use the Green Lantern ring and whatnot.
Yeah, that
and
just doesn't sound interesting.
I don't care.
Oh god, you can see Sanders so much better on like the actual tier maker backdrop, but he looks like a f***ing ghost. He looks like a f***ing phantom.
What is that supposed to mean?
We're on to Kick-Ass now.
Don't you ignore me. I want to see Kick-Ass himself in a death battle. I think that's one off for me.
Yeah, the real question here is like Kick-Ass would be cool. The real question is, any other characters notable enough?
See, the big problem with Kick-Ass is that a lot of his thematic matchups just kind of fold him, just kind of push his shit in because he's kind of just a normal guy.
Yeah.
I think the only one within reasonable scale is Super from the movie with Rainn Wilson.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say like Casey Jones, but we all know that there's only one Kick-Ass versus Casey Jones.
Yeah.
And if Death Battle did it, it would never be. It would never be the same.
Yeah.
All right, we have Kill Bill. That's a solid one-off.
Yeah.
You do the Bride versus Yor, and you make Biff Weed happy. Killer Bean Forever.
It would be really funny to see Killer Bean, but I don't think, like, beyond ironic enjoyment, I don't think so.
I do not care about Killer Bean Forever. It's funny. It'd be funny, but I only care about that one, like, dies of cringe gif, to be honest.
Yeah.
Killer is dead.
Who?
Killer. He's dead. The killer is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, they're a killer, so... Okay, it's a 2013 hack and slash video game. Where you play as a guy with a sword. Set in the near future version of Earth where space tourism and cybernetic enhancements are a reality. A key element of the story is dark matter, a malign energy stemming from the dark side of the moon that negatively affects weak-willed humans and generates mindless monsters called wires. The main protagonist is called Mondo Zappa.
Kind of funny.
You know, I kind of want to play this game, actually. It's on the PS3. I've got a PS3. I kind of want to play this game, but right now it's a case of I don't know this.
You gotta find it.
I am already on the hunt for fucking proper physical copy of Revengeance. I don't need another PS3 game.
I have found like 4.
You know, that would have been real. That's not really. You.
Yeah, but I mean, they're American copies. So wait, well, no, I don't know if the PS4 is region locked. I know the PS3 is region locked. I know the PS4 isn't. Maybe the PS3 isn't as well.
Let me check that. Maybe we can have a little transaction here. All PS3 games except for Persona 4 Arena and Way of the Samurai 3 are region free.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just look around here, find one, and I'll just send it to you then.
I would really appreciate it if you could, yeah. That was exciting. Killzone.
Fucking the Halo killer that never was. Honestly, can you imagine Colonel Raddick versus Master Chief, and Master Chief just absolutely folds his shit?
That would be really funny. I feel
That would be
like
pretty funny.
Raddick's,
I don't think I'm that interested.
Raddick's
in
the only
Killzone.
thing I've ever heard people say they want in Death Battle, though. So like,
Yeah, Raddick himself seems neat, and I guess it would be interesting to learn a little bit more about this self-proclaimed Halo killer.
why don't you just put him against
what
Marcus,
exactly?
put him against Marcus Phoenix? I think that would be really funny.
That would be pretty funny.
But as it is, I'm gonna put
the
it.
The track name is just "You're Not Halo."
Hey, no. I'm gonna put that in Don't Care. I'm not really. Kim Possible.
Yeah. I don't know who I'd have Kim Possible fight, but I think it'd be neat.
I was gonna say One Off, but What's Her Face is pretty popular too. I've not seen the show.
Shigo?
Shigo, yeah. So, I've not seen the show. I think I would put that and have interest. I feel like I would be interested, but
Yeah.
I've
I
not
remember,
seen it.
I think at some point that Kim Possible versus Danny Phantom was a fairly popular matchup.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, it seemed people started to really love Kim Possible versus Batgirl, because when Batgirl Spider-Gwen was announced, I heard everyone bring that up, and I was like, I never heard of that before. King Kong.
Yeah, but Spider-Gwen's cooler than Kim Possible, honestly.
King Kong's a one-off. Unless you count...
Yeah.
I was gonna say unless you count Gorosaurus as a King Kong thing, but if we're being honest, who here is dying for Gorosaurus in Death Battle?
Yeah, can you imagine Gorosaurus getting on before Mothra or Ghidorah?
Okay,
or
never mind. I would be up for
Anguirus?
Gorosaurus. But let's think about who else is in King Kong. You got the Skull Devil, a creature so boring that it doesn't
There's-
even have a real name.
There's the big dinosaur from the first King Kong / 2005.
those are different. There's a T-Rex from the first King Kong. There's a Vastatosaurus Rex from the 2005 one.
Yeah.
They are different in that one
There's,
is significantly bigger.
Mechanicong, I guess.
There is Mechanicong. I do genuinely think Mechanicong versus Mechagodzilla is supremely funny. And Mechanicong
there's
versus
King
Mecha Egg
Kong's
too.
son.
Yeah, well, Kiko versus Manila is just like the lesser version of the battle that already shouldn't happen.
Then have it be fucking
Toto from Gamera.
yeah.
I guess I'll
I
put.
was just thinking about it. I was thinking about it. I started laughing because I just thought of that fucking awful scene where Manila comes out of the egg and he's just flailing around on his back like a disgusting little embryo.
I'm gonna put King Kong above One Off just for Mechanicong. For Mechanicong. I'm gonna put it in would want.
Hell
I can't
yeah.
put an absolutely need because if I'm being honest, I need a King Kong episode. I don't think I absolutely need a Mechanicong one. It's just really
We
funny.
should have the dude John C. Reilly plays in Skull Island versus the fucking professional wrestler guy from Final Wars.
I thought he was an MMA
Since
fighter.
he might have been an MMA fighter, but they both wield katanas in those movies, and they're pretty funny.
Don Fry.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd hit him.
Real life Mike Hagar, as me and my
I just-
friend called him.
I just love the. You'd hit a lady, and he just uncurls his fist to a flat palm. It's like, yeah, it just fucking smacks her. It's fucking-
There's two things you didn't expect about Earth: me and Godzilla.
Godzilla. We got it.
The way he like trips over it for a second.
I love the fact that he's just speaking English the whole time while everyone else is speaking Japanese. And even if you
Yeah,
watch,
he just refuses to speak their language.
even if you watch the English dub, he still somehow sounds out of place. It's just great.
Yeah. It's so well. Yeah, the English dub had fucking Captain. It's the Anguinus, sir.
Anguinus.
What?
I love
And yeah, real life Mike Hagar. I love that most of that movie he's getting his ass kicked, and then as soon as he picks his sword back up, he's just fucking destroying the fucking zillions.
Why don't we do Don Fry versus Mike Hagar? Shouldn't that be the
That'd
matchup?
be pretty funny.
Alright, Kids Next Door. I don't care.
The only one I see requested with any frequency, I think, is Father, because him versus Full Metal Alchemist Father is around a lot, but I think that matchup's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I think this is just a case of, to be honest, I don't care. I don't care about
Because it's like, I'm all for a good joke matchup, but when the joke is just they have the same name, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, what would the track be called? Harder Daddy though.
I hope not.
Okay, we're doing Knight Rider. So I would be all for Kit getting on Death Battle, but even in that situation,
He was on Death Race.
Even in that situation, it's a one-off. But I don't know. Let's do a battle royale between Kit, Herbie, what's the Stephen King one,
And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, and let's add Putt Putt too.
Fucking Putt Putt.
Well, the fucking time they actually used a response I made to a Death Battle cast was me just saying, "Oh, Putt Putt wins. He went to the fucking moon." That's the only time. Like, I've had genuine input to give, but that's the one they went with.
That's really funny.
It's really funny, yeah. Okay. Konosuba.
I'm not personally dying to see Konosuba. I don't like the show very much.
I'm okay with the show, and I'm thinking, what interest would there be? The only character with, like, enough stuff for a solo episode is Kazuma, and he's my least favorite member of the cast. So
yeah, I don't like Kazuma at all.
Yeah, I just don't want Konosuba.
It's like Kazuma's just kind of annoying. Darkness is only funny sometimes, and then
Darkness
Aqua
to me,
and the Megumin, I don't care.
I mean, what? Okay, if Megumin gets on, all she can do is cast Explosion, and if Aqua gets on, half her abilities just don't really work for battle. So of your main four, your only options are Kazuma and Darkness. Darkness is not.
Those are like my two least favorite. I don't like them at all.
I like Darkness when she has Vanya with her, like the mask thing. I think they have a fun dynamic together. But then, like, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't give her that in a death battle. So my interest is gone. You wouldn't just give her an entire other character that makes her actually competent.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't really want fucking Scott Pilgrim to be wasted on Kazuma Konosuba.
I'm honestly
and I also
not dying for Scott Pilgrim.
I don't fucking give a shit about ReZero. You couldn't pay me to care about ReZero.
The only interest I have with the whole Kazuma versus Subaru. I don't give a shit. You see how little I give a shit, but the only interest I have is the whole could Kazuma actually kill him thing, which apparently in like the novel, the novel for Konosuba, he apparently just outright can. So, I mean, okay.
Awesome.
He already had the stat advantage. Didn't need to actually be able to win.
If the answer is yes, then Subaru just kind of fucking sucks and dies.
The real question then becomes, would the battle, because Subaru's like death resets everything, would there ever be a situation where Kazuma ever even uses his instant kill, because he gets a killing ability, because he doesn't actually know what's going on? And it's like, if that's where you have to ask the question, it's a matter of, is there any version of this fight that's actually interesting, is the question you're now asking.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lab Rats.
So eventually Lab Rats and Mighty Med converged into one show. Do we count that?
Let me have a quick scout forward.
If we count that, then technically you'd count the Annihilator as well.
Mighty Med is not on this, so I think that is intended to. In which case...
Then if Mighty Med counts, then all for one versus the Annihilator. Let's go.
To be honest, Biff has like really fallen off that. But I do have an opponent I like for him, which is the guy from Kamen Rider Double, who is literally just all for one, but slightly less competent. So that would be my go-to.
That's still pretty funny.
It's still pretty funny. I'm putting Lab Rats in one off for me, because I've never seen it, but the Annihilator is just so funny to me. I gotta go with it. Professor Layton.
I don't care to see it that much.
Here's the thing, I said last time that I was told that Layton would work for Death Battle. I still don't know if that's the case. I've never played a Layton game.
He has a sword. He's fought a couple times.
Oh, he's got a sword. Oh, he's solidly in the position of don't care then.
Yeah.
Mad World. That's a one-off.
Yeah, that's a one-off, and also, well, I mean, that's a one-off, and I don't fucking care. I do not care about Jack Kamen. I don't care about him fighting Travis Touchdown. I don't care about No More Heroes.
Well, I do care about Travis versus Jack, not No More Heroes. I've never played No More Heroes. I just can't think of I can't think of like what else in Mad World would be interesting to do. Lazy Town. Oh, absolutely. Straight to would want, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I love Waluigi versus Robbie Rotten. I think seeing Sporticus in an episode would be really funny. I think Roboticus versus Mecha Naruto.
I was waiting
really
for
funny.
that one. I was waiting for that shoe to drop.
Can Roboticus versus Mecha Naruto being even remotely debatable depending on the stats you buy is really funny.
It is. Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Haven't consumed anything from it.
Yeah, I don't know it. That's Magi I've accidentally picked up. Whoops.
You leave Magi out of this.
I will not. Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel, whatever.
Don't care.
I'm going to put them would have interest because I have been trying to collect the games, which is really just because I like the music in some of them. But it's not been easy to track them down.
I imagine.
Lego. Yes?
Sure.
I'm putting that at the top. Even though half of it's because Lego and Bionicle are the same franchise. So it gets all the Bionicle points for me. Lisa.
Ooh, I do really like Lisa the Painful. That's the only one in the series I've played for any amount of time.
Not looked at any of them.
I think it's worth looking into. I think it's definitely one of the cooler things. I think it came out of RPG Maker. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did. It's just one of the cooler indie games I've seen that go for like darker tones in general. It's got that same like here's just how bad the post-apocalypse vibe could be. The same type of shit that Violence Jack or Mad Max or Fist of the North Star go for. In that vein, I don't know that I care to see the main character versus any of them particularly.
Who's the main character?
What is his name? It's been a minute. I don't remember if he has a name. He probably does, and I'm just forgetting. But Lisa is in reference to, I think, his sister in the first game, who I think dies and passes away, and that's what the first game's only like not even an hour long, I don't think. But that's like the plot.
Oh, he got over that real quick.
And then, yeah, and then this game I think is him as an adult trying to atone for that by raising a child that they find. I think the child's name is Buddy. What is the... Hold on, that's gonna bother me. What is this dude's name?
Oh god. While you do that, I'm gonna put Magi back where it belongs, which is... No, not after Magic the Gathering. Before Magic, there we go.
Lisa the Painful's got some pretty fun characters too. Brad Armstrong, that's his name.
Wow, that's a name.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet.
Yeah, I'd say one-off, because I do
one-off.
really want to see Maxwell versus Sackboy.
Yeah.
Scribblenauts is one of my favorite game franchises. I like it a whole lot.
Little Nightmares.
I'm not sure what all interesting Little Nightmares would bring for a versus setting, really.
I'm thinking of putting that in just I don't care. No interest. Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I'd say probably
a one-off.
Yeah.
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 Looney Tunes. That's already made it on now. The Loud House. The
Yeah.
exciting Loud House. Are you ready for the Loud House?
No.
Yeah, that's about where it goes. Lupin the Third. Yeah.
I would put in Would Want.
Yeah, that I was gonna say one off, but no, that doesn't seem right. Would Want is where I'd go. I'd
Because
really like
Lupin
to
the
see it.
Third is probably one of my favorite anime series. I've seen parts 4 and 5 in their entirety. I've seen most of part 1, and I've seen some of part 2 and 3, and I've seen a handful of movies. The thing is, while I think Lupin versus Sly is fair, I think I like Lupin, but it really just depends on the part and the story he's told in, because the characterization changes quite a bit. I think I'd be more interested in seeing Jigen or Goemon, just because Goemon has some fucking insane like feats that the rest of the cast does not portray. And Jigen's just the coolest character ever. I fucking love Jigen. He's so cool.
I have not seen any Lupin, but every single clip I have seen has been amazing. So, I've never seen a
It's so
clip. No one
fun.
sent me a clip of Lupin that does not make me go, "That's amazing. That's the best thing ever." So,
Yeah.
I'd love to learn more. Macross. Does Macross have matchups?
I wouldn't be. Probably, I have to imagine so. I don't know what you'd have for the matchup, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it covered. I'd like to learn more
I
about
have
Macross.
interest. Because my main association with Macross is the Transformers connection. So,
Yeah.
Madagascar. Oh, absolutely top tier. I think we could all agree. Moto Moto on Death Battle would be spectacular.
I don't mind Skipper versus Perry. I think as kind of funny as Alex versus Otis is, I don't think I genuinely care for that one that much.
Yeah. I think it's a one-off for the you use the penguins, and
Yeah.
you don't really need anything else. As funny as it would be. Mad Max, one-off.
Yeah.
It's just Max. And whether he's mad or not is, I mean, that's kind of up to you.
Depends on the circumstance.
Madness Combat.
I don't care. I know a lot of people really like it. I think it's got some merit to it for sure. I definitely see why it got so popular back in the day on Newgrounds. But
Yeah, but I don't-
for a death battle analysis, I just can't imagine being that invested.
I think it would be funny to see them talk about it in Newgrounds
Also,
animation, but
The Madness guy's most popular combat, I'm pretty... Yeah, a Newgrounds animation would be funny. In that case, there's fucking Fancy Pants, there's Alien Hominid, there's fucking all kinds of characters. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Madness Combat Dude's most popular matchup is Pico, who is a school shooter, so...
oh, right, okay. Let's move on to Pulamagi Marika Magica.
Yeah, sure, for a friend.
Yeah, would like for a friend. Mafia. I do not care. I straight up do not care.
Yeah, don't care.
Who f***ing cares? I feel like I'm gonna piss off so
me.
many people by asking who cares and be like, I care. I'm gonna be like, yeah, but it was rhetorical. So you rhetorically care. That's how that works.
You're rhetorical.
I don't agree with that rhetoric. Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. I'd like to see
Say again?
I'd like to see Magi.
Yeah, I think Magi would be neat.
I don't really care for Magi or for Sinbad versus Gilgamesh. I think it's kind of stupid. But I think Morgiana would be cool to see, and I wouldn't mind seeing Aladdin himself or Judah, but Judah has not got any good matchups. Oh boy, Magic the Gathering. As the Magic,
what would the matchup be?
as the Magic player here, well, it would be Dagoth Ur versus Nicole Bolas, but as the Magic player here, I'm just wondering what media you would go like visually to represent it, because like there are a lot of cards, and as cool as it would be to pay DJ Tiki to animate the cards to being alive, that could not possibly be easy. And like, are there commercials for Magic that just don't air in Australia that have animation in them or something? There are some video games. There are video games with animations in them. I've got the PlayStation game for Magic. It's not as good as just playing Magic, but I'm just wondering.
You would play Magic.
I do play Magic. I haven't kept up with the meta at all ever since, all the stuff that broke the meta and made me go, this is just not for me anymore. But like casually, I still play Magic.
Do you have any of the Godzilla cards?
No, sadly, I do not have any of the Godzilla cards. I don't have the Grimlock card. I don't have any of the interesting crossover cards.
But you're the Hasbro guy.
Yeah, I'm the Hasbro guy. Do you know how easy those cards are to get? Not very. Here, at least.
Simply live in a country with a better import system.
Why don't you, dickhead?
My import system, you can get a lot of stuff in America. It's just a matter of being able to afford it.
So what's your fucking excuse?
They don't pay us living wages.
Oof. Alright, Magic the Gathering, you go in... I can't say one-off, because as much as I feel like you just do Nicol Bolat. No, I gotta put it in Would Want, because Magic the Gathering is, of course, where we get the cheese that stands alone, so it's gotta go in Would Want. Yeah, give me the cheese. Please stay in the fucking tier I put you in this time. That would be very appreciated if you fucking function. Thank you. The Magic School Bus.
Cruising on down Main Street. Let's put this one in Don't Care.
Yeah, probably just don't care. Mars.
I do like the Magic School Bus, but I don't care to see it.
Okay, Mars. Now, Mars bars confuses me, because when I was here with Huan yesterday, and we spotted that, we went on like a big Google look to see if there was such a thing as like a Mars mascot or a Mars bar character. We found nothing.
The M&Ms.
Yeah, well, no, that you don't count. You would put that in M&Ms. You wouldn't fucking.
The M&Ms are like the mascot of Mars chocolate.
Yeah, but like down here, we don't really associate them at all. We have Mars bars, we have M&Ms, we never connect them.
Well, we don't fucking associate them either. We're just like, yeah, M&Ms are M&Ms, but technically it's Mars chocolate.
Fine, if you want to play the technically game, ignoring the fact that Shin Megami Tensei is on this tier list.
That's probably why Gummy Bears are on this fucking list. So it's the fucking Golden Bears versus M&Ms.
I guess, but again, I'm gonna say Shin Megami Tensei's on this list. We've technically already had Shin Megami Tensei. If we're gonna get technical like this, fine. Mars, M&Ms, you can go in one-off, because I think it would be really funny if you fought... You probably know. I don't... But... Where'd it go? It's gone. It's just gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
I found it.
What do you mean it's gone?
I found it.
Okay.
I mean, it's at soup. Alright. Mass Effect. I'm trying to think if there would be any reason to do more than one episode.
I wouldn't know. I've never massed an effect.
I love the Mass Effect trilogy. I would put it in. I love Commander Shepard.
I think you mean quadrology.
Trilogy. I'm gonna put it in absolutely need, because I need Shepard, and I think.
Hold on, are you being a tsundere for Mass Effect Andromeda?
No, I fucking hate that game. That game, I genuinely got like fucking motion sickness from that game. Something about the way you move doesn't feel right. The fact that I had to restart it multiple times just to be able to play the game with fucking sound. How am I gonna play a game in the same year as I play Jedi Survivor, and it's gonna make Jedi Survivor look like a functioning game?
That's really funny.
Andromeda is funny, but not because of any reason it's trying to be. The fact that fucking Less of the Unlikely does not make my bottom one video games of 2023 is shocking. Because at least Less of the Unlikely fucking functions as the way it intends to. It's just that it intends to function kind of shit. Max Payne.
One off.
Yeah. You do the maximum pain, and then you end it. Max Steel, also a one-off.
When the pain is max. Yeah, also one off. Max Steel versus Generator Rex, baby.
Mazinger Z. I think that just goes where Get a Robo went, because that's the matchup.
Excuse you.
Mazinger Z,
excuse
featuring
you.
the iconic Mazinger SKL.
So first of all, I think Mazinger has a couple matchups to offer. Second of all, I think Mazinger Z itself has quite a few matchups. I think you could go with Tetsujin 28, you could go with Getter Robo, you could go with RX 782,
All of which
you
are
could go
matchups
with
with,
God
with
Gundam.
the Mazinger man himself. Mr.
Yeah,
Mazinger.
you could have
Michael Mazinger.
you could have God Gundam versus Great Mazinger. You could have Mazen Kaiser versus Shin Getter Robo.
Okay,
you could
okay,
have
but I raise you this. They will just composite all the Mazingers. So,
No, don't.
They
They're
will.
fucking distinctly different machines.
fucking
They
will.
exist alongside each other. That's
the
like
the
that.
fucking
No, that's like
Transformers
fucking.
characters exist alongside each other, and they'll composite them anyway.
No, compositing Mazinger and Great Mazinger is like compositing fucking Dick Grayson with Jason Todd.
Compositing fucking
It's
G1
a
cartoon
fucking-
Optimus with Marvel Comics Optimus, they're completely fucking different fucking guys.
Yeah, but it's like fucking compositing like a one dude with like his brother that comes right after him. Like not even a different version of him. It's just a fucking
Yeah, well, they're both
different
called,
guy.
They're both called Mazinger, so that's all it takes.
Fucking George Bush and George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush are both called George Bush. They're still two distinct presidents.
Yeah, for a long time as a non-American, I didn't know that. I genuinely didn't know that for a while. Just weren't taught
Yeah,
anything
you
about
fucking
that.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I fucking would. And you know what? When I learnt, you know what I said? I don't fucking care.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You
Why would I
prick.
fucking care? Isn't Bush the guy who got shot? That's that's what I know.
I don't think Bush got shot.
Well, you know what? I just
He may have been shot, but I don't think he was.
I just kind of
One of
assumed
them died a couple years ago because he just fucking got old. I think the other one's still around.
My assumption is just that all American presidents have been shot once in a while.
A lot of them have been. I think
is that
4
not
of
a
them
fair
died from it,
assessment?
and then a couple of them were fine.
Is that not a fair assessment? Most of them have probably been shot. I don't know. And you know what? As an Australian, I don't fucking care.
Most of them have at least had an attempt to shoot them. Teddy Roosevelt, the fucking based motherfucker he was, got shot, got stitched up, and then stood right back up.
Yeah, he
He was giving a speech. They shot him, so he fell over, and then they just fucking took the bullet out, closed up the wound. He got back up and continued giving the speech.
Yeah, and then the fact that he did that permanently affected him for the rest of his life, and he probably realized that it was a stupid idea, but it looked cool.
It did look cool. You gotta commend him for that. He committed to the bit.
As someone who was definitely there personally, you know, I thought that's pretty cool. That went hard. That was pretty raw.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Of course, I want to see Ronald McDonald. I think it'd be funny to see Grimace.
Yeah.
And I think the Hamburglar versus Swiper the Fox is really funny.
Okay, so I was gonna say the question is it a one-off or not, but no, there are a lot of characters you could do. I personally find the Hamburglar versus the fucking Brickster from the Lego Island games to be really fucking funny. And I just imagine any Hamburglar
does sound pretty
matchup.
funny.
Any Hamburglar matchup, I'm gonna assume is gonna be pretty fucking funny. Just
So
on the
here's a
basis.
pop quiz for you. Do you know what the Hamburglar's real name is?
Absolutely fucking not. No, I do not.
His real name is Hamilton B. Urgler.
Good job, McDonald's.
That's his real name, Ham B. Urgler, Hamilton B. Urgler. His original name was the Lone Jogger, which is less funny.
That's still funny though. It's not as funny, but that's imagining like that's his legal name is the.
The Lone Jogger.
All right, Metabots.
I'd say one-off. I know a lot of people want Zatch Bell versus Pikachu, but I think that's dumb and stupid, and I'd rather Ash versus Yugi. However, I think Zatch Bell versus Metabee sounds pretty freaking cool.
I was kind of on like the Metabee versus Bumblebee train, but now that the idea of movie Bumblebee versus MCU Groot exists, that's a lot more interesting to me. I don't care enough about Metabots, but I'm gonna say you do that as a one-off. You do Metabee.
Yeah, I think the idea of Metabee and Zatch Bell both being these kind of fucking goblin-esque little artificial beings that show up and just exist to be the best friend to the guy and then fight others of their kind, it works. I think it's neat.
Medaka Box. This is the me thing. I want Medaka Box. I would like to see Medaka versus Psyche. I would like to see Zenkichi versus Toma. I think his name is. I think
you mean Medaka versus Goku because they're both OP and badass.
To be fair, I know why the matchup exists. I don't think people realize that the two actually do have similarities. But those similarities are that to a normal person they would seem kind of batshit crazy if you were to talk to them in real fucking life, because all they care about is stuff that no one in real life really cares about. It's a shit matchup though, and Goku kind of just...
Can you imagine meeting a large-haired orange hillbilly that's just pugilistic to a fault?
Yeah. And I would like to see Kumagawa, but his only popular matchup is Accelerator. And that's just not a neat matchup. And also, I really hate every argument I've ever seen for Accelerator. Just makes me feel intense disdain. Because it's always like, Accelerator...
Fucking Death Battle fan requesting Accelerator name anything about him other than he's Magneto's opponent challenge.
Every matchup, or every argument is this very, like, arrogant feeling of, actually, Accelerator just one-shots, and even if Kumagawa came back to life, he can't actually touch Accelerator to use all fiction. And I'm thinking, like, do you think Kumagawa could touch every single thing that was blue at the same time to delete the concept of the color blue? Do you think he needed to physically make contact with every single blue thing in the universe to do that?
Say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it.
He also deletes the color red. He just deletes colors. He deletes time. Do you think he needs to touch time itself to do that? Do you think the way all fiction works, if you were to reach a state considered dead, it automatically activates to undo that state? Do you think that he physically touched the concept of being dead to delete his death? It's not, for fuck's sake. He doesn't need to touch something to delete it with all fiction. But also, I just don't want
I disagree. I think he does.
Your mum. Also, I just don't want to see the fandom response to Medaka Box if it does happen. It's just not going to be fun. It's not going to be a fun time.
Fair.
So I can't put in absolutely need.
Fair.
Just in would want. Medieval. That's a one-off.
One-off. You have Sir Daniel Fortescue, and then that's it.
And the next one is Megamind, which is also a one-off.
Yeah. Well, what was the matchup we said last time? Metro Man versus the Mighty Eagle?
Yeah, and Titan versus Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
The Megamind's not a one-off, actually. Megamind goes straight to the top tier. I need those I need those episodes. I need Megamind Groot. Yeah. I need Metro Man versus the Mighty Eagle. Almost certainly someone's thought up of that before us. And I'm sure one of us has probably seen it in the past and just forgotten. But that's gonna be the.
I imagine if Death Battle still had end clips, one of them would be fucking the girl just throwing shit at Metro Man while he stands there, and it just like breaks over his head. And then for the Mighty Eagle, it would just be him going, "No."
Like those would be perfect. Yeah. All right, Melty Blood.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't know had fate in it.
Yeah. Well. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, you're gonna fucking say that M&Ms just count as Mars and Gummy Bar is just going to be Haribo, but then you're gonna separate Melty Blood with Fate and you're gonna separate Shin Megami Tensei with Persona.
I didn't know Melty Blood and Fate were connected at all, to be fair.
They are. Very much so. It's very blatant. They're both part of the Nasuverse. The Root is a present thing in both series, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Melty Blood characters have crossed over, as well as Fate characters into Melty Blood. Like, I'm pretty sure Eltnum.
Valid interessant.
Yeah, no. Sion Eltnum, not only does she have an incarnation of herself that exists within Undernight Inbirth, hilariously, spelt wrong, but she's also got an incarnation that is a main character in the current storyline in Fate Grand Order. Sion, I forget her full name in Fate, but the version of her is like an actual outright main protagonist of the Atlas Institute in Grand Order. And she is extremely important. Without her, everything would be fucked. So, Melty Blood and Fate, very connected. That said, for Melty Blood, I would have interest, but I honestly don't care about any of the matchups that strongly.
That's fair.
Metal Slug, one off, but absolutely.
Yeah. Again, I want to see Marco Rossi versus Bill Reiser.
Or you'd probably just call it Metal Slug versus Contra, for being honest.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna know who the fuck those are.
Yeah.
Metal Slug has a fucking banger OST, by the way. Like, all those games have some fucking great soundtracks.
Fair. Meta Runner.
Again, would like it for Soul Dude.
Yeah. Men in Black, Mib.
Yeah. It's one of those, like, I get asked every now and then, like, oh, what do you think of the idea of the Ghostbusters getting on Death Battle? And it's a similar way I feel about Men in Black, where it's like, I think the movies are cool, I like them, but I don't know if I'm dying to see a Death Battle analysis and subsequent fight about it.
Like, the most interesting part to me would be they have to look into, like, the comics and see what comes in there, because then I could learn something from them. At the same time, if I really wanted to learn about the comics, I would fucking read them. So,
are you a big fan of Boris the Animal? Do you kin Boris the Animal?
It's just Boris. Don.
Is he your favorite character ever?
I love Boris the Animal. I mean, just Boris. Such a great guy.
It's just Boris.
Imagine if he walked up and said, "Hey, Boris the guy." What would his reaction be?
Boris the man.
Hello, Boris the human man. Oh, okay.
Boris the average Joe.
We got fucking Walt Disney on this. You know what else we have here? Mickey Mouse.
What?
Which, I mean, okay, that's just gonna go to the top, hilariously, directly under Walt Disney right now. Because everything I said about what I want from Walt Disney is basically just Mickey Mouse characters, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dog, I can't wait for my first Death Battle! Checks and sees fucking King Mickey. Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? Mighty Number 9.
It's not me. Mighty Number 9. We gotta have Mighty Number 9 versus fucking... what was the funny I thought of?
See, how funny
fucking Mighty Number 9 versus Balin.
Fine, I'll put it in one off just for you.
Just because I think that matchup's funny, where it's like you took the Sonic guy, you took the Mega Man guy, and you gave him a whole new game, and they fucking fumbled so hard. What happened?
Minecraft, one off.
Yeah.
As much as I would love
No, you telling me you don't want to see fucking... You telling me you don't want to see Enderman versus Slenderman? Come on.
No, there was a funny Ender Dragon matchup, but I forgot what it was. Well, the Wither would be really funny to see, because it's like... He has no fucking lore beyond the Wither Storm. I know someone's going to be upset by the fact that I said Minecraft one off, and they're like, no, but you need Steve and Jesse. It's like, I don't fucking care.
Jesse. Fuck you, Jesse fans. I don't fucking care.
Miraculous.
After so many fucking people were harassing the Death Battle team members over the poll being fucking Emmett versus Steve instead of Jesse, it's like, who the ass actually cares about Jesse Minecraft story mode? Go fuck yourself.
Miraculous, the adventures of
Ladybug and Cat Noir. Yeah, I think Ladybug versus Randy Cunningham 9th grade ninja is pretty funny.
I think Ladybug versus the one Kamen Rider. Name escapes me.
What does he do?
You know him. Fucking white suit astronaut guy. What's his name?
Oh, Fours.
Jose? Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. That sounds neat. But other than that, I do not care.
I like that trilogy of fucking 2, 3, 4 with double O's and fours.
Yeah. Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Don't care.
What is this? I've never seen this.
I've seen clips of it around. I know it's been fairly popular recently, but doesn't strike my interest.
Mission Impossible. That's a one-off.
Yeah. Who would you even have Tom Cruise against?
Jason Bourne's the matchup.
Oh, okay.
It's neat. I think his name's Ethan.
Ethan Winter?
Yeah. Monkey Island.
I think the pirate from that versus King K. Rool is pretty funny.
The Monkey Island pirate captain guy. My favorite.
Versus the pirate captain guy from the island where monkeys live.
Who is sometimes a pirate. Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because King K. Rool changes professions about as often as the dude from Monkey Island changes what fucking level of dead or alive he is. Because he's been everything from a regular pirate to a zombie to a ghost to a demon.
Alright, Monster Hunter.
I want to see the Hunter versus the Hunter from Bloodborne. However, I think the vast majority of single Monster Hunter just creature versus other random fucking like standalone creature where it's just a monster fight sounds kind of boring because half the fun of a death battle, assuming, you know, they do both characters pretty solidly, is seeing them interact and do cool shit. A lot of Monster Hunter monsters do have neat powers, but it's just kind of two animals fighting.
I think I would like to see Rathalos versus Behemoth. Giving them just everything, because that sounds funny. And I will always think Deviljho versus Guzzlord is just hilarious.
Fucking having Guzzlord just screaming his head off the whole time.
Which is funny, because like, that's what the Deviljho does. Half of his fight is responding to his screams. Like,
that's pretty funny.
I think Deviljho versus Guzzlord is just really fucking funny. I like Guzzlord. I wish his design was maybe a little less janked, but at the same time, that's kind of why I like him. His design is so naff.
It's so much.
Why does he have arms coming out the mouth that he bites with? What's gonna happen if he bites preemptively? He's gonna bite his own fucking arms off.
He's gonna... Don't worry, they're bite-proof.
Oh, well, then he can't close his mouth fully, because he's got these things called arms.
No, he can. Don't worry about it.
I am very worried for him and his health. We all are.
He doesn't shit, canonically, so...
So, yeah, I'm very worried for his health.
Like, it's not even that, oh, everything that goes into its mouth disappears. The Pokedex just blatantly states we have never found its droppings.
Yeah. Maybe he takes such cosmically
large
shits that we cannot register them as shits. We think they're just meteors.
It takes fucking fourth dimensional shits.
I love Guzzlord. He's so dumb. Monster. Not Monster Hunter, just Monster.
Like the fucking medical drama?
No, I don't think so.
That's what the manga series is a medical drama.
Then maybe so.
That one, are you familiar with the events of Monster at all?
No.
So this dude is like the fucking best surgeon ever, and he's got like a decision to make where he's got to either save some fucking poor guy or save a rich guy. It's something about his reputation or something being on the line. And then this dude called Johan comes in and forces him to make a decision that Johan continues to manipulate him and just absolutely fucking ruin his life. It's very much like like a Devilman Satan slash Berserk Griffith type of character. He's considered amongst those ranks for just fucking ruining people.
Now
Uh,
you say the best surgeon in the world, but I don't think that's Robert Liston in that manga. He'll never be Robert Liston. He's the best surgeon in the world.
You'll never be Doctor Strange.
Do you know who Robert Liston is? Do you remember the
I
legend?
don't.
Robert Liston's the only surgeon with a 300% mortality rate.
Yes, yeah, I actually do. I
Okay,
do. I
good.
know. I do know about that guy.
I love Robert Liston. The fastest. I will always picture him as speed running surgery with like fucking anime speed effects. If that was the protagonist of Monster, then I would read the manga.
What are we gonna do? Robert Liston versus the dude from Surgeon Simulator.
Anyway, Monster, I do not care.
Yeah, don't care.
Monsters Inc. Now, okay,
I don't.
listen,
Like the
okay.
matchup is Shrek versus Sully, but I don't like that matchup very much.
I know, but we got to think. What if we could get a Randall episode?
Be funny enough, I think Sully versus Manny actually makes more sense since they're delivering a child, because I don't think fucking comparing Boo and comparing Fiona is at all the same.
Yeah, no. I think most of uh Shrek and Donkey versus Sully and Mike comes down to the Oscars thing.
What Oscars thing?
Weren't they both like the directly competing each other against each other for to win the Oscar?
I don't know. I don't know when Monsters Inc. came
I'm
out.
pretty sure that's the rivalry. Like that's where like the clip of Sully and Mike sitting at the Oscars, like fully animated sitting in the Oscars chairs comes from is that year.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure that's the point of the matchup is more so that
For the
rivalry.
record, I'd vote for Shrek. Shrek would fucking absolutely deserve the Oscar over Monsters Inc.
Well, Shrek won, so
Yeah.
Shrek was the first animated best animated feature winner.
Based.
Yeah. We have My Friend Pedro. We talked about this, didn't
Yeah,
we?
My Friend Pedro versus Hotline Miami guy.
Yeah, that's one off. Mystery Skulls.
Who?
Mystery Skulls.
Don't know him.
Don, I don't know how much more clear I can be. It's mystery, okay? Skulls.
You fucking daft bastard. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's Mystery Skulls. You know, the
Yeah, no, I fucking
uh
surmised that much.
it's a Flash animated show, it seems. I've
Fucking
never
don't
fucking
know.
heard of this show. Alright, do not know. Chronicles of Narnia. No.
I think Aslan versus Arceus is kind of funny.
It's funny, but like half of what makes Aslan interesting is the Christ allegory and the connection there, which is like the part that should absolutely just not be brought up if he was analyzed for verses.
Yeah, but
So to me,
fucking
like
I'm pretty sure Liam fucking recently in a Death Battle cast or a Fireside Chat or something said that he thought fucking like Wolverine or someone could beat Jesus.
he said Pikachu could beat the Judeo-Christian god. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so like fucking like as much as I don't think that should happen, I wouldn't I wouldn't put it past him. It'd be kind of funny.
I just like
I was raised Baptist. I'm allowed to say that.
yeah, but you're also you, and all you ever say is stuff about clouds. I think that's what you talk about. I think I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Something
I do not.
something Biff Weed told me.
Yeah, and all you ever talk about is fucking shaking people's hands so hard and fucking
I will shake your hand so hard
women with
that when I shake your hand,
women
it'll
with
go
purple
blue.
hair.
I do love
You
my
talk about
women.
women with purple hair. You talk about Ruby. You talk about Death Battle, and those are the four things you ever talk about.
Yeah, I do like purple hair. If there was a purple hair Ruby character on Death Battle shaking someone's hand, oh, I would ascend.
Are there purple-haired Ruby characters?
Yeah, yeah. Of course there are.
I don't remember any.
Well, that's because, to be honest, um, what's her name? Nebula is not exactly an important character.
Who?
Nebula Violet. I think her full name is the leader of Team Indigo. So, okay, here's a funny story. Team Indigo was like a fan-made team that were allowed to be brought in to Rooster Teeth, to the Volume 3, to fill out the numbers for the Vital Festival tournament. And then
Oh, is that the one with fucking Nyan Cat and Trumpet guy?
No, that's Team Funky. They're
Oh,
infinitely
okay.
more memorable
That's
than
not a
Team
funny
Indigo.
name.
Then Team Indigo would later show back up in the books and become child-endangering, borderline racist assholes who are all meant hilariously. They're all because they were originally all considered ace by the creators. They basically just unintentionally made the only ace characters into the biggest, most cold-hearted, sociopathic assholes in the entire franchise.
I thought Ruby was Ace.
I don't think that's ever been confirmed. And she blushes at several points in like a very romantical context. But the closest I think you'll get to like a prominent purple hair character is that in the Ice Queendom anime, Blake's like hair, the inside of it's colored purple to make it easier to distinguish because her hair's all black, but when you look at her from front on, they animate the hair that's like behind her as like purple, so it is easier to see past the black shirt and all that. But her hair's
We should have fucking Team Indigo versus the New Warriors.
okay. Let's go on. Neptunia, Hyperdimension Neptunia.
I don't fucking care.
I do not care. Nah. Newgrounds, just all of it, the entirety of Newgrounds, apparently.
If you could analyze just everything that fucking like Tom Fulp and Phantom Arcade and them have ever done for Tank Man, I think maybe that could make for something funny. Alien Hominid's pretty cool. Most of the stuff that group, I think that's the Behemoth that did it. I think they did Alien Hominid. They did Castle Crashers, fucking Dad and Me,
I'd have interest, but I'm not exactly dying for
Fancy
Newgrounds.
Pants. Yeah. It's just weird because Newgrounds isn't so much a collection of like things that are under one company. The stuff that went on to become its own project, where its own projects, it's more a platform. That's like just saying YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be silly. Anyway, Nick Jr.
Fucking
We just jumped straight to Nick Jr. from that.
hold on, let me think actually. I used to fucking love Go Diego Go because I loved learning about new animals. I learned about a kinkajou from that show, and those are like weird little fucking jungle lemur looking things. I'm not sure what they're related to. I think they might be related to like red pandas or something like that.
That's really interesting, but how would you like
but
to
they-
see one of them in a death battle clawing a red panda to death?
Be kind of funny. They have a very long tongue used for grabbing berries, and I've actually met one in real life at a small petting zoo, and I got to pet it and hold it, and it was very nice and soft. I liked it. It was funny.
We're way past D, so there's no Dora the Explorer on this list. Maybe this is meant to be representing Dora.
Who is Dora's most popular matchup, though? Fucking Dora versus Putt Putt.
I'm gonna put this in would have interest because I think it'd be really funny to really suss out what really belongs in the Nick Jr. sphere.
We get fucking Bluey versus Peppa Pig.
Nia. Interesting.
Well, fucking hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to just take
sir.
I want to take a second to say, I have a younger cousin who still watches, those cartoons and stuff, and it's been said to death. I think Bluey is genuinely a really fucking nice show. Like
I'm sure
that
it is.
show is just so. It is just such a fucking wholesome show, and it touches on a lot of stuff that I think is really helpful for like parents to learn as well, because it's as much a show about the parents as it is the kids. I think it's pretty interesting. Not that I would want it on Death Battle. I just wanted to shout out Bluey. It's also Australian, which is
Oh,
that's
ye
where you're
cunt!
from.
Alright, so we got Nier.
Uh,
I do not
Probably a
care.
one-off.
No, because there's Nier and Nier Automata, and those are very different groups. Like in the friend, like the duology is very distantly connected. So you could easily do like an A2 or a 2B episode, and then also do an actual Nier or Kaine or Emil episode, and they would have no like real overlap. So I don't think it should
But
be
who's asking for those?
me. I would love a Nier episode. I would fucking kill for one.
Mm,
But you know, I'd probably kill for a good fucking Nier matchup first. That would be appreciated.
yeah. See, there's your problem. I think would want is fine then.
Yeah, I would want it, but the only like Nier matchup I feel strong positive for is A2 versus Raiden. And you know, am I really dying to see Raiden come back again?
Come on, we gotta get that third Raiden appearance. We got a composite PlayStation All Stars,
I,
baby. Got a composite Bomberman, baby.
yeah, we'll composite Bomberman when Bomberman comes back to fight Earthworm Jim, and I'm gonna see your reaction of, oh, that's I'm not really a fan of that, and then everyone's gonna dogpile you for that, and it's gonna be
They're
really
gonna be like, you
unfair.
don't like Well, to be fair, the one Earthworm Jim game I played was Earthworm Jim 3D,
Oh
and
dear.
maybe it was just like that game was just fucking sucked. Like I did not care for it. Perhaps it was just the way I like because I was emulating it, but it just didn't feel fun. It did not feel fun to handle. And on top of that, earthworms are fine, but broadly speaking, I don't like worms. I think worms are kind of fucking gross. Bobbit worms, scale worms, fucking blood worms. They're fucking yeah, leeches. Fuck leeches, bro. Ew.
That's why your least favorite Pokemon is Orthworm.
So many of them are fucking again. Earthworms are fine. That's like the one that doesn't bother me. But like, why do so many of them gotta be fucking parasitic? Parasites are gross.
Alright, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
One
One
off.
off, yeah. I
Like,
know some people are probably asking for like what's his face? Is it Oogie Boogie or whatever? But um
yeah, Oogie Boogie versus King Dice, but I don't fucking
I don't
care.
fucking care, no. Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a one off as well. Once you do Frederick
Uh,
Krueger, who else are you gonna really do?
are you telling me you don't want to see the Dream Child?
No.
Technically, the thing in New Nightmare isn't Freddy Krueger.
Technically, but who's asking for the fucking new Nightmare Demon guy who puts on Freddy's face?
Someone, I'm sure. I'm sure Max has a matchup for him.
Yeah, well, Max can DM me. Night of the Living Dead. Who? No, hold on. They're just. Why would who's asking for Night of the Living Dead on Death Battle?
Now, here's a funnier question. Do you know about like the whole fucking rabbit hole with the of the Living Dead franchise?
Well, like the connection with Zombie and like the region names and all that, and how that just got really fucked up.
Yeah, how like the fucking copyright and the names for everything of like Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, like all that kind of shit just like spawned from more or less the same source but branched out in such a fashion that it is so confusing to keep track of
Mm-hmm.
what is part of what canon, which parts are connected at all.
Yeah, that would be funny to see them like fucking go through that on Death Battle. But who
Yeah,
knew?
Boomstick being like, "Oh, what about these movies?" And Wiz is like, "Oh, well, you know, those are part of a sister series, but not the same." It's like, "What about this one?" It's like, "Oh, that one's not even related."
That's not even related, Boomstick. You fucking dickhead.
You fucking idiot! You fucking dumbass! And he
You
takes his little
fucking
robot
dog
thumb
cunt.
and
You
pushes it into
fucking.
his skull.
Nights into
He pushes his
dreams.
little. Ooh, I don't know who I'd want Knights to fight, but I think Knights is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I'll put that in would have interest because I do. There are matchups that I've seen
Yeah.
that are like, oh, that's interesting, but like I would need to play the games more, as in at all. Ninjago. Now, hold on. Why that not with Lego? Why that not with? Why Lego and Ninjago Bionicle separate?
LLOYD.
I just got to put that like up the top again because that's in like the same fucking sphere as Lego. No more heroes.
Fucking looks like Garbodon's opponent is dead. You mean dead? No, DDEAD. I wrote the script.
No more heroes. See, I know what I know is that most people are gonna want me to put that on the top because there are so many epic No More Heroes matchups. The thing is, I only give a shit about one of them, and that has nothing to do with the No More Heroes guy in it.
And it's
So,
Fu versus Cell. You're a big fan of Fu versus Cell.
I
Hell
do
yeah.
love me some Far versus Cell. But why Cell? Why don't you do Fu versus Fu?
Fucking Dragon Ball Fu's like the worst character ever. I fucking hate him.
I love Fu versus Happy Chaos because it's like they are the two most Reddit incel energy characters I've ever seen.
They are. I like the idea of Happy Chaos versus Hazuma. Of just like, well, you know, that's that man and Terumi, right? It's like kinda, but not really.
It's like it's almost them.
Yeah, it's like technically, yeah, at some point they were going under that name, and a lot of the stuff they did may be attributed to the guy you're thinking about, but these guys are kind of just some other assholes that have been doing their own thing in the background.
Mm-hmm. Now we move on to the letter O with off.
Fucking, I remember someone telling me they were gonna fucking try to get you to play off.
Yeah, everyone wants to get. Everyone wants me to get me to play or watch something so I can validate it or something. I don't fucking know.
Just have all the time in the world. Come on,
Off
just do the input.
off can go safely, and I do not care.
Yeah, I think Sans versus the Judge is the most interesting I've heard for Sans.
Oh, right. Judge is
But
from off, isn't he?
yeah.
I guess I'll put him in
So
from off then.
funny enough, I would put it in one off.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I only want one off.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Thank you for bringing that
Yeah,
up.
Sans versus Judge is the most interesting I've heard for Sans, but I don't care about that many Undertale matchups just because, like, I know people are gonna fucking flood the comments with, like, oh, but here's all the fucking cosmology or whatever. It's like, there's nothing in Undertale that makes sense to me to give them, like, a lot of scaling from.
No. Okami. One off.
I'd like to see Ami on Death Battle. I don't know who she'd fight.
I know. There's Amaterasu versus Aurelion Sol from League of Legends that exists.
I don't fucking know what that is.
It's a dragon that does sun stuff. Okay, we have Okko.
Well, there you go. There's that one.
Okko, Let's Be Heroes.
Oh, okay. I think
KO.
KO being on the... Yeah, KO would be really fun. I think that's a one-off, but my best friend in person, he fucking loves that show. That's like one of his favorite shows ever, so it would make him so excited to see OKKO on a death battle.
Omori. No.
From what I've heard from a lot of Omori fans, it just doesn't seem like a series that would work super well on Death Battle, or at the very least is one that you'd have to be very particular about how you approach it.
Yeah. Ori. That's a one-off.
Yeah.
That's Ori versus the Knight. Osmosis Jones. That's a one-off.
Yup.
That's Jones versus the Kami Blood Cell.
Call
Outlast.
him that. Don't call him the Cummy Blood Cell, you fucking nonce.
Outlast. Don't call me a fucking nonce, you fucking Donovan Cloud.
Fucking, I've heard Outlast guy versus Springtrap, but fuck if I care.
Dude, look, Kiv. You could try to pay me to care less, but you would struggle to make your money back on that investment.
Yeah, I'll take your money, but I won't care.
Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star does seem pretty cool. I've heard dude from that, I think his name is Gene Starwind versus Space Adventure Cobra, which sounds pretty fucking cool.
I think it would have interest, but I'm not invested. Overlord.
Yeah.
I do not care about
Ainz is the only character I can see being that interesting on Death Battle, but I also don't know who he'd fight.
Yeah, I mean, Ainz looks like something. Uh,
I mean, Ainz has a pretty cool design. I like his design, and he seems to have a good bit of abilities. And a couple of the Overlord openings are pretty fucking good. But other than that,
okay, so between O and P, we have Seraph of the End, which, I guess because they put it in at the end of the O section, Owari no Serafu, something like that. To which I say, I don't care.
yeah, Sarah for the End. I remember it being brought up in I think, top 10 guns list or something like that. I think it was one of the top 10s Boomstick hosted, where one of the characters has a gun that shoots tigers.
Seraph of the End has some funny stuff in it, but like, I only feel strongly for the best character, who also happens to have purple hair. So, yeah.
You fucking simp.
No, she's also just an asshole. Like, she's a prick.
You fucking simp. So she's exactly your type.
She's my type. Jerk. Just a absolute...
Yeah, if she's rude and purple, she's right up your alley.
Wow, you fucking rude. Yeah.
What's next?
Pacific Rim.
I think seeing Gypsy Danger in a death battle would be cool. I don't know what my favorite idea there is.
I don't know what good idea.
I think there's something to be. Yeah. It's not the most interesting matchup in the world, but I think there's something to be said about the impact of both Pacific Rim and Cloverfield on American kaiju culture. Just because, especially in the modern age of cinema, those are the two films that like really got Americans thinking about kaiju and like which ones we have as a country. And I think it's especially interesting because both of them seem to have a good idea of what exactly it is that makes kaiju media so good. Because Pacific Rim understands how cool a kaiju how cool kaiju action needs to be. It has a lot of influences from mecha stuff like Tetsujin 28 Go, which is really fucking cool. And Cloverfield understands that some of the most important stuff about a successful kaiju is having it symbolize and mean something, and focusing on the repercussions of such a large creature on the people around it. And the focus on that with the characters in that movie, and with the fact that there's a lot of blatant symbolism towards domestic terror attacks, towards international terror attacks, and like parallels and stuff like that. The same way that there is for a lot of Japanese kaiju movies and their allegories for tragedies that have hit the nation, and just like the fear and panic that can swell up in people. I think it shows that the people who are making these movies really understand what makes these things so special.
So you're advocating for Gypsy Danger versus Clover?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see Atlas Destroyer versus Singular Point Jet Jaguar, so yeah, I got to put it above One Off because I want to see that a lot.
I think Singular Point Jet Jaguar looks so fucking funny.
I think it's fucking hilarious, yeah. But I also need to see May Pacific Rim on Death Battle. That would make me happy.
Fucking, of course.
Because she's got purple hair, and also she's just genuinely a really good character. And unlike Shinola from Sarah for the End, she's not a fucking piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Pac-Man.
Yeah, I really, really like Kirby versus Pac-Man. I understand for a lot of people it fell off, but a lot of people wanted Luigi versus Pac-Man for the simple reason of Luigi wins, which is kind of dumb. I understand that there's people that like it for just its own merit, but at the same time, it just doesn't do anything for me. I like Kirby versus Pac-Man a lot more because it's like they would definitely put an emphasis on Luigi's Mansion shit for that episode, and I'd rather them focus on the wider span of Luigi's other shit.
Yeah.
with Luigi's Mansion thrown in there. And then for Pac-Man and Kirby, I think their arsenals are just so big that there's a lot you could do to play off of each other there. And I think just it focuses on Pac-Man other than just being that guy that eats ghosts.
Yeah, against Kirby, he's that guy who eats everything.
Yeah, and the everything he eats gives him all kinds of funny powers.
Yeah. Okay, panty and stocking.
Um, there's no matchups for it I particularly care about, but I wouldn't be averse to it showing up on Death Battle.
Yeah. Would have interest, I suppose. Parappa the Rapper. Does he fight?
What the
Isn't he just a guy who raps?
He's friends with a dude that runs a karate dojo, and
Wow.
he does a couple of
He can use
karate
karate
moves. Yeah, I'm sure he has something you can analyze, but at the same time,
That properly lands in right in
care.
I do not care.
Yeah.
Parasite
I think Parappa the Rapper is a really unique and fun rhythm game, but at the same time, I don't think it needs to be in Death Battle.
with all the versus shit. Parasite Eve.
I know fuck all about Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
That's Square Enix, right?
I think, yeah, I do. I don't know it very well.
That's about as much as I know about it.
Parasite. Eveless.
Yeah, I think Parasite is a one-off. I
It's a
think
one-off,
once you've
yeah.
had Shinichi and Migi, that's it.
Who are together.
I'm
for
not sure
anyone
who
doesn't know
I would want
Parasite.
them to fight.
Alright. Parks and Recreation. No.
Fucking. Well, okay, so generally for just these shows that are like sitcoms or slice of life or whatever, I don't like the idea of regular people fighting. I think there is something amusing about fucking Ron Swanson versus.
Oh, that's right.
What
I
the
get-
fuck? Why am I blanking on his
Is
name?
it
Am I
Dwight?
stupid? Hold on.
Dwight.
Dwight, yeah, Dwight Schrute, that's his name. I just kept thinking Rainn Wilson. I'm like, I know the fucking real dude's name. Why can't I think of the
I'm
character?
gonna put it in with like.
But yeah,
for a
I think
friend,
I think
'cause
Ron Swanson versus Dwight Schrute is a funny idea.
I know Biff would pop off of it if that was just a trailer for the next time. He'd be like, "Yo, it's the funny matchup."
It's like hearing Boomstick gush about Ron Swanson like I know he would because he's done it before. Would be so fun. I think it's been a while since I've seen an episode where you could really tell Boomstick / Chad just loves a character. And then them talking about just all the fucking actually insane shit these two people do. Like, insane shit not just because it's like it's crazy that a person could do that, but also because these are actual crazy people.
Mhm. All right, Peanuts.
Snoopy versus Garfield is fine. So I think that's a one-off at best,
yeah,
but
it's a
I
one-off.
don't care too much.
Pepsi. One off. It's Pepsi, man.
Pepsi Man!
As much as I love Pepsi Convoy, you know. And there are two other Pepsi
Pepsi Man versus Bud Knight goes so fucking hard.
Bud Light is not on here though. Percy Jackson.
No!
I'd like Percy Jackson.
Yeah. I think for me it would probably be a one-off just because beyond Percy, like, it's not that there aren't other good characters, there are other viable characters at that, I just don't care about them.
That's fair, yeah. I'd probably say it's a one-off. Phineas and Ferb. I would.
You got Perry the Platypus versus Skipper, so that's at least a one-off, but I think Dr. Doofenshmirtz versus Dick Dastardly could be pretty funny.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Now the question is,
I think that's a...
is there a Davy Jones matchup warranting more than one episode? That's really the only question here. It's at least a one-off.
I don't think so. At least not that I know of. I really like the idea of Jack Sparrow versus Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Planet of the Apes. No.
Fucking, I don't know shit about the franchise.
Put that in don't want, because the last thing I want to see is Caesar, who is just an upright standing chimp with a gun, getting fucking mauled to death by Blue the fucking Deinonychus. Like, I know that Blue is the most popular dinosaur in Jurassic Park short of Rexy, and people love her probably more than Caesar, but I don't want to see Chimp get mauled.
What about the original Planet of the Apes movies where they were like fucking people in gorilla suits?
Who fucking gives a shit about
No, they were pretty popular.
No, but like, who would care about them on Death Battle?
I don't fucking know. People care about Friday Night Funkin' on Death Battle.
Yeah, well, you know what else people care about? Plants vs.
If time has proven to me, if time has proven anything to me, it's that people will care about anything on Death Battle long as they have registered it, that it exists and know what it is.
That was a transition I was trying to do. Plants vs. Zombies. I think I gotta put that in the top 10.
Would be interested. I think you could do more than one.
I love Plants vs. Zombies. The first game, amazing. I've played some of the others. They're all fine. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is fun, but also not very good. And Plants vs. Zombies 3 is the most forgettable game. Just, like, ever.
Garden Warfare is pretty well liked as well.
Yeah, I've never played. That's not really my kind of game, but the fact that a lot of people like it just proves to me that Plants vs. Zombies keeps on winning. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Who fucking gives a shit?
Fucking Polygon Man versus Master Hand. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess I'll do one off because I do think it would be funny to see a death battle that's literally just a fist versus a face, but like, come on.
Yeah, I remember your commentary that it's funny to imagine that it's just a kid pretending to fucking be these two characters and just smacking themselves in the face.
Yeah. Poppy Playtime, fuck off. Actually, no, because we do have the goated Huggy Wuggy versus either Repealer Bird or Jumbo Josh. Either one is goated, so I gotta put that in one off.
As funny as that is, just like, fuck the Poppy Playtime guys. They just seem like such shitheads.
They're dickheads. But they're not as bad as the fucking Bon guys, so.
Fucking both of them suck. I don't really want to see either.
The Poppy Playtime guys, they certainly didn't make a school shooting video game.
No, they didn't. I mean, to be fair, people like Friday Night Funkin', and one of the main characters in that game, Pico, is a school shooter. Like, Pico School was like one of the early successful Flash games on that website.
Alright, Pop Team Epic.
I think Popico and Peepamy versus Sam and Max seems really funny.
Okay, I guess it'd be a one-off then. I don't really have much interest.
Yeah.
Postal.
I get that there's some amount of like commentary or whatever, and that there's some deeper meaning. I don't fucking like Postal. I don't care for it at all, because like when you actually go postal and do all of the postal shit, it's just crass. That's the depth of it. It's just crass, and I'm not a fan.
Postal on this. Post
what? What is that?
Just Post. It's just called Post.
I don't know what that is.
I'm looking it up in case I recognize it, because this could be one of the fucking stupid ones. Like, Mars. Oh, that means, fucking M&M's.
M&M's.
Oh. What the fuck
the name M&M comes from Mars.
Your mother. What the fuck is Post?
Your mother.
What the fuck is Post? Parliament Office of Science and Technology? I don't fucking think that's what this refers to.
Are they talking about just like fucking postal system?
It's P-O-S-T, Post. That's all it says. Post, the Bjork album, Paul Kelly album. What's the name for Hanger? Post Records? Is it Post Records?
Look up post game or post anime, because those are the two things Death Battle fans know about.
It doesn't look like a fucking anime. Trust me. Periodicals, Post Magazine?
Is it a comic book? Post comic? Post movie? Post show? Well, then that's a good tier to put it in. Don't
Yeah,
know.
what the fuck is this post thing? The Powerpuff Girls.
You could get an episode for the girls themselves and for Mojo Jojo.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
could do multiple. I think this is for me. This is.
I
the
think
one
as
I have interest in.
unbalanced as it would probably be. Yeah, as unbalanced as it may be, which way I'm not sure. I think Mojo Jojo versus Gorilla Grodd sounds kind of funny just because of how fucking like brutally violent Gorilla Grodd is compared to Mojo Jojo,
really
who's
is
just
gonna
cartoonishly
depend
evil.
On because Gorilla Grodd's a Flash villain, so
Yeah.
all right. Predator already made it on. Oh Jesus, what is this? This is I don't know what this is.
Hold on, let me pull up the tier list and see if I
It's
can
right before Prince of Persia.
figure it out. Between Predator and Prince of Persia. Predator, Prince of Persia.
I don't know what the hell that is.
BLFGHALN. What the fuck did you just do to me?
I went.
Oh, Post, that looks like a fucking food brand. Hold on.
You know, yeah, you know what I mean. Like it looks like a fucking food brand.
Okay, so between Predator and Prince of Persia, that is Precure. Pretty Cure.
That's the Procure logo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would like for a friend. I know a couple people that are into it.
All right then. Post.
I think Post is a food. Hold on, let me fucking look this up.
Well, they
Post.
make Peter Pan peanut butter. Wow.
Yeah, Post Foods. Okay.
They do honey oats.
See, I hate that you were stuck on it, and then I immediately recognize it as a food logo because that's just a testament to how fucking American I am.
Fucking American.
That's just a testament to how fucking
why don't you
like.
stop being so American? Stop being fucking Irish or something. God.
Yeah, it's a testament to how fucking consumer and food driven my brain is naturally wired to be in comparison.
Wait, hold on. Is it because they do oats? Because on this list, is also Quaker who do oats. Is that the matchup? Honey Oats versus Quaker Oats? Is that it?
No idea. Are we on Precure? Did we rank that?
I put it in for friend. Prince of Persia, one off.
Okay.
Prince versus Altair.
Yeah.
You do that.
Prototype already made it.
Prototype already made it, yeah. Psychonauts. One off.
I think seeing Raz in something would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what my favorite idea
Ness
for him
is his popular one.
Ness, it probably is his popular one. I think that could be fine. I think one off is fair. Fucking PUBG. I could not name a character from PUBG.
PUBG versus Fortnite would be really funny though.
Yeah.
I just don't care though.
Punch out, baby.
That a one off? Or do you do like? That's the question. It's at least a one off. You do Little Mac.
I think Little Mac does a good enough job representing the entire franchise because there's not another boxer in the series he hasn't fought before.
You don't want Mike Tyson?
I think it'd be kind of funny, but like there's definitely matchups for the other boxers, but I think if I need Punch-Out representation on Death Battle, there is not a single boxer in that series he has not fought at some point. Even fucking Doc Lewis, Donkey Kong, actual Mike Tyson, Mr. Dream. I just think
isn't there a different protagonist in the SNES game?
That's still, by all means, or for all intents and purposes, that's still Little Mac. It's still called Little Mac. He serves the same role. And, like, canon-wise, none of the games make sense in relation to each other, but they don't need to. It's a game where small man go to box some fucking wacky characters.
Okay, so this next one is Puyo Puyo, but what it should be is Mado Monogatari, because that's the actual franchise. But that wasn't
Yeah,
in the
okay,
M section.
nerd.
Well, because that's the funny thing, and people say, I just can't see these Puyo Puyo characters in a fight. And it's like, do you fucking know where half of them originate? You muppet. Half of them are from a fucking dungeon crawling RPG series.
I knew that, though.
Yeah, you know that. So, you know when someone says, I don't know, I just don't think Ale would fight anyone, you know that they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So that said, Puyo Puyo, I'd have interest, but I've never played any of the games. Neither the Monogatari or the
Quaker
Puyo
Oats.
Puyo
Who
ones.
fucking cares? Who fucking cares about Quaker in Death Battle?
We're up to the Q section. Okay, Quaker Oats. Alright. Okay, now we're on to the R section.
Yep.
Rambo, one off.
Rambo. Yeah.
You do
Randy
Randy.
Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, I'd say is also one off.
Yeah, you do Randy, and that's all you do. Ranma, 1.5. That was just 1.5, or just half.
Ranma 1/2 is what it's
I
called.
said 1.5. I guess I had Naked Gun on the mind. I think that's a one-off. You just do Ranma.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna address what's about to come up. But right now we have Rayman.
Fucking okay, yeah, I see what you're not addressing. Fucking yeah, so Rayman I think is also a one-off. Well, okay, so the Rabbids technically are Rayman
Yeah.
characters, and I don't imagine Death Battle would never consider Rabbids versus Minions.
There's a good chance they consider Rabbids before Rayman.
Yeah.
Just, keeping in
I
mind
wouldn't
they
mind
do-
seeing
they
both. I think would be interested is
Would be
fine.
interested is probably where I put it. Yeah, I would have interest, but I don't know about Rayman. Record of Ragnarok.
Fucking no, hold on.
Run
I
Record of Ragnarok.
think you left something out.
No. Record of
I
Ragnarok.
Hold on. If we don't cover real life, how are we gonna get my dad versus your
I'm
dad?
sorry, I don't know what that is.
What, my dad versus your dad or real life?
Real life. I know what my dad versus
The
your dad
fucking-
is. I put that on the fucking not death
The-
Battle poll, and it
The
didn't-
real
it
world, the one
wasn't-
we live in.
It wasn't at the bottom, which is the funniest thing about that. My dad versus your dad was not at the bottom.
Fucking come on, you tell me you don't want to see another death battle with just real people in it?
There's actual people? No. All the popular ones are just naff to me.
Well, most of the popular ones are fucking. Oh, well, when I think of real life, I think of this wrestler. It's like, yeah, but that's the character they played, not the real person. You fucking stooge.
I was thinking
Record of Ragnarok. I don't. Yeah, I mean, like there are real like. I think the closest to a real life matchup I would care about is like Composite Arnie versus Composite Stallone.
Yeah. I was thinking the popular one is like fucking Alexander the Great versus Genghis Khan. And it's like, no, first off, no one working on
What?
no one working on Death Battle has like the historical profession knowledge necessary to really be able to go into who would have won that competition. Secondly, it would just come down to the technology of the times and which one was superior. And thirdly, Genghis Khan is a fucking warship patron deity in a lot of parts of Asia. Maybe don't use him.
Yeah.
That might be a
Yeah,
little
well, not
bit-
only is he a worship patron deity in parts of Asia, there are also parts of Asia that consider him like a fucking horrifying monster. So
They
it's like
consider
any
him
way you slice
a
it, there's going to
Satan
be people that
equivalent,
fucking. Yeah. Like, there, no matter how you slice it, Genghis Khan is about one of the most controversial historical figures you can bring up in any context.
And also, as someone with Chinese blood, there is also the, 1% chance that I could be related to him. So you leave my 1% possibly great grandfather out of this. You hear me?
That'd be kind of neat, though, to find out you're related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah, in the same way that finding out you're related to Adenoid Twinkle could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, finding out you're related to like one of the most fucking like controversial people in history at the very least. It's
One
like,
of the
oh well,
most
you know,
aggressive, bloodthirsty slaughterers in human history. Yeah. Could be neat.
yeah,
Imagine you wake up one day and your mother's like, "Hey, guess what? You're actually related to Pol Pot." Oh, that's a fun little factoid.
yeah.
That's
They're like, hey, did
interesting.
you know you're actually related to fucking Fidel Castro? I'm like, oh, really?
You mean that there's a part of my blood connected to Stalin? Well, that's a conversation starter at a party. Let me tell you something.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
You sit down and the guy's
Red
like,
Dead.
"All right, no, we haven't even talked about Record of Ragnarok. We just completely overshadowed that." To which
Oh
Record of
yeah.
Ragnarok, I do not care.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't care.
What's funny is that
Red Dead.
plenty of people I know
still
have
don't
said that
care.
like a lot of Record of Ragnarok characters, they have one fight and then that's it.
Yeah, that's how the show is slash manga is formatted.
As for Red Dead,
Is like each series of chapters
Yeah.
is just a fight.
Red Dead. See, I'm interested in learning about Arthur versus Jin Sakai, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to play Red Dead 2, which I do intend to. But what I gotta tell you is that right now I don't care. Do you?
Not particularly.
Regular show. Okay, Don, be nice.
One off.
Okay. ReZero.
Don't care.
We already had this thorough discussion about how little we give a shit.
As thorough as the discussion of I don't remember his name is, yeah.
Rick and Morty who already made it on. Rise of the Guardians, I think could be a one-off.
That'd
with
probably
Jack
be
Frost.
another one off.
Yeah, as much as I think Santa would be really funny to see in a death battle.
I gotta say though, I really want to revisit that movie. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I remember really liking it when it came out.
I love Rise of the Guardians. Despite its problems, I love Rise of the Guardians.
I think it's interesting they've put River City Ransom and Double Dragon in the same slot here.
Yeah, I was I was a little confused. But like for Double Dragon's sake, I have to say like at least it's a one-off.
Yeah, so for River City Ransom and Double Dragon, for those who don't know, originally River City Ransom started as a spin-off title in a series of video games under the title of Kunio-kun, which is about a delinquent named Kunio who would do everything from compete in sports competitions to get into street fights with rival, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Not hoodlum, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Delinquents, that's the name. Uh, and Kunio is incredibly popular in Japan, especially on the Famicom. He hit it really big.
Wow.
And then once they brought him over as Alex, I think, in River City Ransom, I think Double Dragon's initial game started as a further spin-off of the River City Ransom like the side-scrolling beat 'em up part of Kunio-kun. And then eventually it would lead to the creation of River City Girls, which has characters from both in it. And then I think there's a game that has like some of the characters from those and like fucking Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue or something in it. It became it's a similar situation to the Living Dead slash of the Dead franchise type of thing, where it's just a series of titles and localization, so it's hard to keep track of which is which, but it's all pretty much the same wider net.
I think it's really interesting to me, this tier list. Okay, we have Lego, Bionicle, and Ninjago all making up completely separate entries, as well as Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse separate, but River City Ransom and Double Dragon are just slapped together. But also, we have Puyo Puyo without Mario Monogatari, and we have Shin Megami Tensei, despite the fact that it's technically already been on via a spin-off in Persona. What an interesting tier list.
Mm-hmm.
Roald Dahl.
What the fuck? What has this man written? Hold on.
Roald Dahl. He wrote books. He's probably more.
Yeah, I know he. Okay, yeah, James and the Giant Peach,
Yeah.
Matilda, Charlie and
Yep.
the Chocolate Factory. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably
Um,
bigger over where I am than where you are. I'd imagine, being as he
Yeah.
is all British.
I do
and stuff.
recognize. Yeah, I recognize all those books.
I think it'd be more.
I think it would be really funny to cover Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, just because a lot of people don't know about the fucking insane shit Wonka got up to in the second book.
I love to see the BFG. I think that'd be funny. The
BFG would be pretty funny.
BFG versus Doom Guy.
I was gonna say the BFG versus Pete's Dragon.
That would work too. Mr. Fox exists. That'd be interesting. You could do him. Oh, you could do the Twits. Everyone loves the Twits. You could put the Twits. No one. Would
Yeah, everyone's
genuinely ask
favorite.
them Mr. and Mrs. Twits. It'd be funny because I think if I remember correctly, they died by like gluing themselves upside down, and then they just like got smooshed from gravity.
Yeah, it sounds like a Roald Dahl book.
Yeah, like they just they catch like a thing called like the shrinks or something. They just shrink down until like all that's left of them is a pair of shoes and some clothes, and everyone just celebrates the fact that they're fucking dead. Because the plan to get rid of them, because they were so like displeasant, was to just like glue all of their furniture to the ceiling. And they were like, oh well, I mean, obviously the situation here is we just glue ourselves to the ground upside down, and then it's no longer the stuff is no longer upside down, and then they just die.
Spectacular. I'll put it in would be interested. That's my
Or we
vote.
could use Roald Dahl himself. I mean, he was part of the fucking military.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of writers were. Fucking Ernest Hemingway was.
Tolkien.
Yeah, Tolkien. That's the other one I was
Oh
trying
my
to think
god!
of.
I'm whenever I think of like Tolkien being badass, I just remember the time where someone was like, actually, it's not written dwarves, it's written, and then he was like, you know, I wrote the fucking dictionary, right? Don't you fucking tell me how to fucking spell words that I made up.
Yeah, it's like it makes me think of Matt Stone and Trey Parker. One of them, they made like a herpa derp joke or whatever back in like the 2010s, and their kid was like, "That's so fucking cringy. You don't know what that word means." And they're like, "South Park fucking invented that joke. I wrote it. What do you mean I don't know what it means?"
Yeah, I gotta wonder if anyone like badmouthed William Shakespeare's English, and he was like, you know, half the words you're using to make fun of me, I made them up, so you know.
Yeah.
Alright,
To cycle back to Narnia, do not cite the deep texts of me, witch. I was there when they were written.
Yeah. I love that sort of stuff. It's like, don't you fucking say that shit. I fucking know that you're objectively wrong, okay?
But yeah, I'll have Roald Dahl in would be interested. Roblox, So I'm gonna say, as far as I know about Roblox, there's not like a set canon, but at the same time, I'm sure the fucking Roblox fans in the comment are going to draw and quarter me like Benito Mussolini.
Well, I just put it straight into don't care, so you know they can do what they want.
Yeah.
Robot Boy, one off.
Robot Boy. Yeah.
Wait, is Teenage Robot not on here? Because no, it's there.
It might be in T.
It's in the T section, despite the fact that it distinctly starts with the letter M.
Yeah. Rocky. I want to see Rocky versus Joe. I'm not too interested in the other matchups.
I
I'd
think
say
that's
that's
a
a one-off.
one-off. I think like
I didn't expect the first Rocky movie to be what it is.
yeah, you've told this story before.
Yeah, like it's a nice movie, but it's definitely not what I expected from just how I had it described to me.
Okay, I was really
What'd you
worried
do?
because the audio input said it wasn't picking anything up anymore, but it turns out it literally is only picking up my voice for once and nothing else. That's odd. Rocky, one off.
Oh,
You only want Rocky. I guess like Creed could be interesting in the future, but like as it stands right now, I just do Rocky.
Adonis Creed, yeah.
Rosario, ex-vampire, I think it's called, whatever. Don't care.
Rosario Vampire, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
is how
okay,
it's
shut
said.
up.
I don't fucking know anything about this series.
Rurouni Kenshin. Okay, Don. Okay, so Donovan, my man.
Let-
okay.
Let
So,
me speak on this one.
I'll let you handle this one.
So
Okay.
I
so-
understand that that Chad particularly has a deep fondness for Rurouni Kenshin, And to that end, if it's his show and he wants to use Rurouni Kenshin, I think he's entirely within his right to do so. I think the big stipulation I have is just making sure to like address the elephant in the room, because I wouldn't want a death battle, a show that I like, driving any sort of attention towards officially supporting a franchise where the creator who did one of the most heinous crimes you can commit, that he's still profiting off of and writing to this day. So I think so long as Death Battle made it clear that it is not an active endorsement to go and give your money to Nobuhiro Watsuki, then I don't have an issue necessarily with it, especially because Kenshin's coolest matchup is Manji from Blade of the Immortal, and Blade of the Immortal fucks. That manga is so cool.
It's also not on this.
Yeah, Blade of the Immortal's not on here, which is a shame. Fun fact, Masashi Kishimoto, Mr. Naruto himself, cited Blade of the Immortal as one of his key inspirations.
I just realized...
And I believe it was Iruka was based off of Manji.
I just realized that after all you said, there's a good chance Toriko could end up on here.
Yeah, there's a good chance. I'll fucking cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. Psyche K, I gotta put this in the top, because not only do I want Psyche versus Medaka, or I will even settle for Psyche versus Mob, I fucking need Kaido versus King. I need that injected into my veins. I need the two lamest characters Death Battle could possibly ever use. Just make Dan and Hercule look like fucking Galactus and Unicron level characters.
Saint Seiya. I don't know if on this channel or on any public platform I have talked about, but the anime, to be clear, the anime does a pretty good job at cleaning stuff up and making it a very palatable shonen anime watching experience.
Tell us
the
how much you
manga,
love
on the other hand,
then. I'm sure you love it, right?
The manga fucking is one of the worst things I've ever read. Not because the concepts are inherently bad, and even the character writing's not terrible, but every arc was the same fucking thing of Athena's in mortal danger. They go and find another set of not bronze saints, of just other cloth-wearing saints. They go to fight them. They use their special move. It doesn't work. They use their special move again. It doesn't work. The dude kicks the shit out of them. Some variation might show up in endings such as the character uses their special move a third or fourth time, and then it does work because they tried really hard, or the character fighting them got a fucking gold cloth that summoned itself, and now they win, or the main character had this fucking weapon summon in from nowhere, and now they can hurt them, but only after they try a couple times. And like, so the chapters is like, the weirdest part is that the chapters would range anywhere from like 15 pages long to like 90 pages long, which is insane. That is so fucking long for a manga chapter to be. Debut chapters for manga are like 45 pages long. That is like twice a debut chapter, and it's like every chapter is a different length. And then there's just the fact that it keeps happening again and again. However, if there's one thing I can say for Saint Seiya, it's that this series was made for the Versus community, because the characters in the lore are explained in such a fucking like blunt but nonsensical method of like, oh, fucking Shiryu died. Is he going to be okay? Yeah, as long as he wants to come back, a Bronze Saint can come back. It's like, yeah, that's as clear cut as it can be, is he can just choose to come back to life. Or fucking, oh, well, this guy's full of poison. What do we do? It's like, well, if you stab him in each of these points on his body, he just gets better. Or fucking, yeah, you have to stop attacking the rock to break the rock, and you have to attack the fucking atoms of the rock. Or, oh my god, this character is punching at however many times the speed of light. Like, it's like the manga was written by Versus debaters. And it is such like fucking shonen brain rot ass content before shonen brain rot, like as like a progenitor to modern shonen. I think Saint Seiya is absolutely built for Death Battle, and I think there's a good few ideas you could get out of it as well. I think Seiya versus Moon is really cool. I think Ikki could be cool to see on the show. I think Hades could be cool to see on the show. I think there's a good bit you could. I
Okay,
think Gemini might be
you're
neat.
forgetting about Victoria versus Zack.
Am I?
You are 1994 Americanized unaired pilot Sailor Moon versus 1993 unaired Americanized pilot Saint Seiya. It's too good a match.
Speaking of Americanized, I just gotta share my favorite bit of trivia about Saint Seiya, and that's that
boy.
when Deke Entertainment, who you may know for the 3 Sonic cartoons from the '90s, I think,
and
the Super Mario Brothers Super Show,
Sailor Moon dub, if we're gonna
be
on brand.
And that one, and the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, they did a version of Saint Seiya just called Knights of the Zodiac, because if you don't know, the anime is called Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac. And the opening, they swapped out Pegasus Fantasy, which, by the way, Pegasus Fantasy fucking bangs. One of the fucking hardest anime openings ever. They replaced it with a cover of the song I Ran by Flock of Seagulls, which chances are you, the audience members, have probably heard before. A cover done by Bowling for Soup, who, among other songs like 1985 or their cover of Stacy's Mom, are known for performing the Phineas and Ferb theme song. And oddly, their cover of I Ran goes so fucking hard, and the opening actually, like, if you ignore what the lyrics are actually saying, because they have nothing to do with what goes on in Saint Seiya, kind of a fucking banger, kind of a bop. It kind of, like, they matched up the visuals well, like, it kind of slaps.
So yeah, Saint Seiya can go, like, right around the top, I think. Kind of just belongs on
Yeah.
That said, my main experience with Saint Seiya is Knights of the Zodiac and, like, the movie, and that's my least favorite movie of all time.
I think it's really interesting. A big problem some people had was with I think it was Netflix brought it over to the West. There was a 3D animated Saint Seiya show.
Yeah.
It might have been a movie or an OVA.
It's a
That it took one of the characters, Andromeda Shun, and turned him into a woman, which in and of itself is not a problem. You can change the gender of the characters for whatever. But part of the importance of Shun as a character, historically speaking, especially for shonen manga and representation in Japan, is that Shun is an explicitly feminine male character. At the time, in especially shonen manga, every male character was like exceedingly macho, masculine. To have a character like that was just so openly like emotional, so openly like physically beautiful and feminine, and so openly averse to conflict as a part of your main cast was something you just did not see at the time. So I feel like the fact that he is male, but his nature so like strictly contradicts it and runs against the grain with what was going on in shonen is very important for when it came out.
There is something in and of itself that's a problem with what they did. In the context of the character. Alright, Saints Row.
I don't remember.
Saints Row.
Saints Row. You could have a Saints Row versus GTA matchup, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think the problem is that, like, Saints Row characters are a little more over the top than GTA tends to be. Like, the boss,
yeah, for sure,
or the player is a little more full on than any of the
Saints Row versus Just Cause could be funny.
Maybe. I definitely think Saints Row is a case of I would be interested, but and I love Saints Row the Third. Like, I absolutely adore that game. And I'm excited to start Saints Row 4 when I fucking get around to it. But it's a case of I don't.
Is that the one where you're the president?
Yeah.
I think that one's funny.
Stronger feelings. I guess I like the boss versus fucking Senator Armstrong, because I just like the idea of like Armstrong's whole thing with like celebrities and all that, and his dislike of that shit, and the fact that the player is the president, and he basically just completely goes in on all the stuff that Armstrong doesn't like. I find that funny. I find that really funny. That said, Armstrong fucking
Sakura Wars. I actually would really be interested in learning about Sakura Wars. It's a series that's been on my radar for a long time, and it's also one of the few very popular mecha game franchises.
Yeah, I accidentally put it in already made it on, which technically isn't incorrect, but it's also not correct.
Yeah, because Segata Sanshiro did marry Sakura, but he's not a Sakura Wars character.
No.
That's not where he's from.
Sam and Max, one off, I'd say.
One off, yeah.
What
the fuck am I?
It's Samurai something.
Samurai Champloo.
That's the Samurai
I
Champloo.
actually do want to see Samurai Champloo on because I know DJ fucking loves that show, and I would love to see him cook.
Yeah, I guess I'll put that in for a friend. Samurai
Now,
Showdown. Okay, so
Samurai Showdown is one of my favorite video game franchises ever. It is by far, like, it's, I think, tied with Street Fighter for my favorite fighting game franchise. I fucking love me some Sam
I
Show.
feel like putting Sam Show like right near the top because
Yeah.
how many matches
'Cause,
does it have? I don't know, but like it has Haomaru,
Haomaru versus
Mitsurugi,
Mitsurugi,
and that's all it needs.
Mitsurugi is based. Haomaru versus Mitsurugi. Genjiro versus Moria Minakata from Last Blade isn't a very like well-known matchup, but I think it's pretty cool.
It's
I think you could do matchups with Hanzo. I think you could do matchups with Zonkuro or Amakusa. I think you could do a matchup with more recent characters like fucking what the fuck is his name? Yashimaru, I think.
I actually
Yashimaru Tengu?
recently picked up the Storm Collectibles figure of Mitsurugi, and now I'm on the fucking hunt for a Storm Collectibles Haomaru to go with it.
You should get Sam Show and
I
fight
want
me.
to, but I only collect physical media, and it's not easy to come across.
I'll fucking spin kick you in the jaw.
But that's really not going to help. I really don't see how that's going to aid me in getting a physical copy of Sam Show. I think that, if anything, that's going to like hinder me, because I'll have to recover from the kick.
Yeah.
And that will delay my
Hello
ability to-
Kitty.
Oh, that's got to go in at least interest. Like, I would love to learn about Hello Kitty, and like,
Yeah.
what matchup could you do? I don't know.
I'm sure Kitty herself has a matchup. The thing is, Hello Kitty is still one of like the top 3 highest grossing
Yeah.
media franchises
Yeah.
on the fucking planet.
Which is
so
really
like
funny.
it feels like for it being that big, like it's the kind of series that I think just makes sense to be on a show like this.
Yeah. What I think is funny is that you look at like the highest grossing media franchises, all of them, like, you get it. You get Pokemon, you get Mickey Mouse, you even get Winnie the Pooh and Star Wars and all that. But like, Hello Kitty is the one where you think, you don't really hear people talk about Hello Kitty often, but it's there. Like,
Yeah, like you also have to keep in mind that a lot of these series, like Onpon Man, is really fucking high up there,
Yeah,
and you
Onpon
don't hear
Man's
about
top
it
10.
outside of fucking anywhere other than Japan and other like Korea. But you like a lot of people underestimate just how fucking big the economy of Japan is, especially for media exports. Like Japan is like what, second only to America, maybe third after India for just sheer output of media and like media gross income. Like Japan is so fucking big for media output.
and then we have Saw. No. Just no.
Nah.
Just no.
Nah.
I really like Saw. Can't necessarily say it's good,
Fucking
but
put Harry Houdini in a saw trap.
that would be a fun Galaxy Grudge match. Scissor 7. I don't
I
have
care.
to say no, because I'm at a point where whenever I hear people talk about Chinese media in verses, it always just makes me so uncomfortable. Because it's always like, what do you mean this isn't Japanese? It's so obviously Japanese. Look at it. And I just don't need that.
It makes me think of I wore a shirt to work the other day that said in Japanese, I do not speak Japanese, which is, it's a shirt I wore because my dad got it for me, but I wore it and my coworker was like, oh, I know what language that is, that's Chinese. And I said, no it's not. They're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. I promise.
It's interesting to me that like my dad cannot tell the difference between any of Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Vietnamese, but I have no trouble telling the difference. And I don't even read Chinese. Like, I was being taught,
Yeah.
and then my grandparents.
I could tell the difference
died.
between them because I know what Japanese looks like, I know what Chinese looks like, I know what Korean looks like, and I don't know what Vietnamese looks like, so I'd be able to tell it apart by the fact that it does not look like the other ones.
All right, Scooby Doo's already made it on.
Yeah,
SCP.
SCP. See, the only big matchup I see people really vying for is 682 versus Doomsday, which sounds so fucking boring.
I really don't care for it. I like Zolgo versus the Scarlet King, but I also know that people would make it so fucking obnoxious the whole waiting period. There's no canon. There fucking is. It's fucking the SCP canons, the multiple ones, and the Fear Mythos canon. But they're gonna be like, but you can't like composite them, and I'm gonna just be like, there's so many fucking composite characters on Death Battle. Are you fucking dense? Are you fucking dense?
Yeah. The worst argument I hear is people saying, oh, all of SCP sucks because it's just characters made to be OP for no reason. I'm like, that applies to 682 and like none of the other ones. Because half of the SCP Foundation is just like, here's a fucking cup that if you look at it, your shoes get untied.
Yeah. And even then,
It'll just be it'll be something fucking stupid and benign, or it'll be like one of the actual ones is, here's a vending machine that can dispense any liquid, or here's a fucking here's a sticky note that you can stick to something and make 2 of it, I think it was. Or just, here's a fucking blob of orange that cures depression. It's like, yeah, well, these things are funny.
To be very clear, 682, even then, it's hard to say that the concept is meant to just be he's super OP, because it's really just meant to be he's really hard to kill, because the entire time, in most stories, he's literally just getting the shit beat out of him, left in a pit of acid, unable to move. So, it's not really that he's some super overpowered anime guy. While some stories write him in that way, most of the time he's like a sad sack of shit that's just constantly getting the crap beat out of him and just gets back up anyway. And it's not meant to be like, look how cool he is. It's meant to be, that's kind of scary, but I also kind of feel a bit bad for him. But, you know, he's an asshole, so he deserves it. That said,
Scream!
I'm going to put 682 in. I have interest, but I also... Most matchups I don't like, and all the matchups that are popular I also don't like, so... Scream's a one-off.
Yeah.
And
Scribblenauts is also a one-off. There's a lot of characters in Scribblenauts, but fuck if
might as well
they aren't all just fucking... They're all just like, technically they're his family, so they're meant to dress similarly, and they're all just character skins, but all of them just fucking look like Maxwell in a different costume.
Yeah, oh my god, okay, fuck, hold on, I've moved some stuff, where was that? Okay, I'm sure that's where that, okay, that goes there, Sekiro goes in one off.
Yeah, Sekiro versus Scorpion seems, or Wolf versus Scorpion rather, seems pretty cool. Yeah.
Senran Kagura. I don't give a
shit. That's the horny one, I think.
I don't care. I don't care about Senran Kagura. What the fuck does they say? That is Sergio Bonelli Editor.
What the fuck is that?
Let me do a Google, because that feels like it's a company that if you just said the fucking franchise you're thinking of, I would know. But you've had to go on and do it in the... I'm not having a go at the guy or the person who made this tier list, by the way. They did a good job making...
It's a comic book publisher.
They make a good tier list, but...
What kind of comics do they have?
The book
I don't fucking... I don't recognize
Tex
these
Weiler,
characters. Zagor.
Comandante Mark, Storio de la West.
I don't know who Zagor is, but that seems to be their big one.
Dylan Dog, though. Oh, never mind. You would not.
I guess I'd be interested to learn about this. I don't know anything about it.
I don't think you would like Dylan Dog.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, it looks like the main character might be a werewolf or something.
Oh, what the fuck?
Or not. No,
that is not a werewolf. What the fuck is that?
He's just some guy. Okay, never mind. Maybe you would like it. That looks like a vampire bat human. Anyway, I don't know any of the Sergio Bonelli Editor works.
I don't know any of them, but I'd be interested to learn about them.
Oh, okay. So 7 Deadly Sins. You can go straight to Sweden.
Yeah, go straight. Well, no, hold on. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I was trying to think of something that starts with S.
I'll have you know, I'm also Swedish, so.
Okay, go straight to Ireland then.
No, I'm more Irish than I am Swedish.
Go straight to America.
Yeah, that's fine. May as well have. Fucking Seven Deadly Sins, the one thing I'll give it. That first opening kind of bangs. The rest of it is fucking the Seven Deadly Pedophiles. I don't care. I don't want them on Death Battle.
Sergeant Frog. My connection to this
I don't know anything
the
about it, but I
existence of
think...
Angolfear exists in Soul Calibur and Sergeant Frog simultaneously, and there's a fucking direct reference to where they're like, didn't you go to like some strange planet that one time? And there's like a shot of her standing in front of Soul Edge and Soul Calibur, and it's like, hold on, when did that actually happen in canon? That's my connection to Sergeant Frog. So, I would have interest.
Shakugan Asana. What? Huh?
Hold on. What's that say?
Shakugan. Oh.
I think I recognize.
Shakugan no Shana.
Oh, yeah.
That is also known as Shana, a light novel
Yeah,
series.
Shana. I recognize it. The main character's got red hair, but that's all I know really. So
I like red hair.
yeah, I like red hair too. Don't try to take my thing. Shaman King.
Don't try to take it. Your thing is purple hair. Stay in your lane,
Shut
bitch.
the fuck up. I like Shaman King. I think
there's a couple of cool Shaman King matchups.
I should have specified. I've never
think
seen it. I like the idea of learning more about Shaman King.
Yeah. Fun fact. Well, kind of
so
fun fact. Depends how you interpret it.
Oh no.
Shaman King's mangaka, alongside Eiichiro Oda of One Piece, also studied under Nobuhiro Watsuki. But much like Eiichiro Oda, didn't take anything after him. I just think it's funny that Shaman King and One Piece's authors are friends and former colleagues.
Interesting. Shantae.
Hold on. I didn't mention the Shaman King matchups because it's not one-off. I think it's in Wood Want.
Yeah,
because I like Yo Asakura versus Blackstar.
I had to put it in interest because I'm interested. Haven't seen it though.
Mm.
But I
think main character Main character Yo Asakura, if you know anything about him, is that he can communicate with spirits and that his sword holds a spirit inside of it named Amadamaru that allows him to change the shape of his sword.
Wow. That sounds so disingenuous.
Yeah. But it's a very similar battle system because every character fights with like a spirit that is their weapon to Soul Eater. So I think
okay, I see.
I think Yo versus Blackstar is pretty funny.
I see the connection you're making.
And I think the fact that the main techniques of each series are called Oversoul and Soul Resonance, I think the track name of Oversoul Resonance just writes itself. And then I think Horo versus Toshiro Hitsugaya from Bleach is cool because they have ice spirit weapons because if people don't know, Zanpakuto and Bleach, their swords also have spirits inside of them and are their own characters technically.
Wow.
Shantae, one off. I don't care.
Yeah. I know that some people want Risky to have her own episode, but my mind comes to the fact that Shantae has fucking Risky's equipment. Why will it not let me grab anything anymore? What's happened? Oh dear. Page unresponsive. That's not a good sign.
Oh
shit. Oh fuck bubbles. We're close to the end. If this fucking like resets and makes me have to redo the whole fucking tier list, I'm gonna fucking scream.
It does save your progress. Tier Maker does.
Alright, I'm gonna reload and we just see what happens, because it's fucking... It's fucked. Shit's fucked.
Is it?
Yeah. It's fucked. Like, it's basically got children at this point. That's how fucked it is.
Awesome. Did it reset the tier list?
Well, you know what, Don? I don't fucking know yet, do I?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I can't see your screen.
Yeah, well, maybe if you were here with me in the room, you would.
Yeah, when I figure out teleportation, I'll do that.
Yeah, well, why don't you? Like, why don't you just learn how to teleport?
I ain't a scientist, boss. They ain't no good at it.
Why don't you just become A scientist.
A scientist? Do you mean a meteorologist?
No, like scientist, but pronounced S. Like you pronounce the C. Scientist.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah,
Because
see.
that's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb, and I like things that are a little bit naff. Okay.
That's true.
Now I can move Shantae into its rightful position of one-off. A lot of one-offs. Sherlock Holmes. I would like to see Sherlock Holmes
Yeah,
versus
Sherlock Holmes.
Arsène Lupin. One of the oldest pieces of versus media ever is Arsène Lupin versus the hilariously named Herlock Sholmes or something like that. I would genuinely like to see Death Battle like tackle that using just like the original novels for both. I think it would be really funny. That said, that's a solid one-off.
Yeah.
Shield Hero.
Rising of Shield Hero. Don't like it.
Rising
Dude,
of Hero,
bad series.
Promptly placed in the S section, despite the fact that it starts with Rising or the, and the fact that in the
Isn't
T
that
section,
the?
in the T
Hold on.
section, there's a whole lot of
Let me
the
fucking-
franchises. It is the one where the main
Let me make
protagonist
sure I'm.
endorses slavery. If that's what you're thinking, that is the one.
Yeah, where one of the the main companion he has is a girl that he bought as a slave, which
a
fucking
fucking
yikes. Especially because the main villains he's fighting against, one of the things that's bad about them is that they're slave owners, and it's like,
Also,
bro, you did the same thing.
Wasn't she like a child that he bought, and then she grew up into adult, and then she's horny for him?
That's Seven Deadly Sins.
Are you sure? I want to point out that
It might also happen in
when-
Shield
when
Hero.
people
I don't
bring
know.
up, like Raftalia versus Saber, specifically Artoria, I think it's really funny that Raftalia is an active slave. Regardless of her consent, she is a slave. While Artoria explicitly is not a slave because she could have, when called to the summon, just fucking said no and been like, you know what, I actually don't want to be your servant. Why don't you just fuck off? So that's an interesting dissonance right there. One's a slave and the other one absolutely has complete free will.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put in don't care, because I honestly don't feel about
the
someone-
awesome dynamic of a slave and not a slave.
a slave who cannot be controlled versus not a slave who technically can be controlled. But if you try to control Artoria with command spells, if you do it too often, she will just fucking turn around and kill you. Shin Megami Tensei already made it on. Shrek.
Already made it on, but I will say, if we want to say technically, we're counting just the Mega 10 titled games rather than Persona, because Persona dropped that after I think 2.
Fuck off.
I just want to spread love to Lucifer from Megami Tensei versus Lucimon from Digimon is real fucking cool.
Then I'll spread love to Demi Fiend versus the Neververine.
Nerevarine from
Yeah.
Morrowind?
Elder Scrolls Morrowind, yeah. I will spread love to that. Because it's
Trent!
would you want to try that one again, Chief?
Shrek!
There we go. Shrek. I can't say one off.
Genuinely one of my favorite movie series ever. I love Shrek so
I
much.
genuinely think Puss in Boots has enough for his own episode as well, so I genuinely don't think it's a one-off series.
Hell yeah. Puss in Boots has a special or two. He has an entire show. He has 2 movies and appearances in Shrek movies. He's got video games. He's got all kinds of
He
shit.
absolutely has it. I'm gonna put Shrek at the very top tier. Like, I know that for a lot of people it's like,
Yeah,
because meme
I
reasons.
fucking love Shrek.
I genuinely love like the Shrek series, and I think it genuinely would be interesting to see Shrek on Death Battle and also Puss in Boots. And I think it would be really funny. I just think it would be really funny. Like, no matter who Shrek ends up fighting, if the battle's not funny, they fucked up. They've done it wrong. Like, objectively.
And see, the thing is, in his movies, Shrek fucking beats the shit out of people in
Yeah.
every single one of them. Shrek is a pretty good fighter.
His first film literally has like a whole fucking boxing sequence. boxing. There's
He
a
has like
boxing ring.
3 fighting games.
Yeah. He, he's a straight up fighter. He'll give you the hands.
Yeah.
If,
He has flaming fireball farts.
if they do Shrek versus Sully, I'm just gonna be honest. If Sully doesn't have like a shocked reaction to getting punched in the face because he was not prepared, he's gotta have a surprise reaction to that. Sully is not the kind of guy to be ready for this ogre to just walk up and fucking deck him.
Meanwhile, Manny Ice Age, the fucking based guy he is, has thrown, well, not thrown hands, but thrown tusks quite a few times.
Okay, now imagine Shrek punches Manny. Manny barely reacts. He's like, "Now what do you think you're doing?"
Well, see, you underestimate how fucking jacked Shrek is in one of the specials, The Ghost of Lord Farquaad.
He should be more than capable.
Yeah, he lifts that big-ass door. I just imagine this dude fucking grabbing a mammoth by the tusk, and then he throws him over his shoulders, and Manny's just befuddled that he just got tossed.
Or he grabs Manny by the trunk and fucking spins him around rodeo style.
Yeah, so long, Gay Bowser, and Manny's just like, what the fuck?
What was that? Silent Hill.
He's like,
no.
what is this guy?
Yeah, just confusion.
No.
Silent Hill's a no for me. All the creatures in Death Battle I feel like just wouldn't fit. Skies of Arcadia.
Now, I know DJ's a really big fan of Skies of Arcadia, so if he got it on, I think I would be happy to see it for him. I know that he's a fan of, and also that a lot of people posit Vice Engelbard from Skies of Arcadia versus Luffy as the matchup, but I will always be a Natsu versus Luffy guy, so For a Friend is where I would put this one.
I think that's fair. Skullgirls.
I don't dislike Skullgirls at all, but it's also not a series I'd be particularly interested to see on Death Battle.
With the fact that it's a game, right? It isn't just one game with multiple editions.
It is one game with multiple editions. It has a fair amount of lore. Fucking who knows? Maybe it has a comic or something. But I think it depends on the character whether or not you have enough. But I think even Skullgirl fans have told me before that you're not working with a lot making a Skullgirls episode.
Yeah, I think I would have interest, but it's definitely not a strong interest. It's like I can't say I wouldn't care because I do want to learn more about Skullgirls, but at the same time, it's not that strong a feeling. Skylanders, shut the fuck
Skylanders.
up.
What did I do?
I gotta put that at the top. Because Chaos needs an episode. I'd like a Trigger Happy episode. Can't think of anyone else. Really
Trigger Happy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course, the Goated Eyebrawl and Series 2 Zook as well. They should get episodes. Oh, and
Fucking Eyebrawl versus Dustclops would go so hard as a not death battle.
Yeah. Why didn't you use Dust Noir? Because Dustclops is better.
Yeah.
Just give him the what's it called, the item that
Eviolite.
Yeah, Eviolite, and he's just better. Slender the Ape.
Slender, nah.
Yeah, I gotta say no. I think as neat as it would be to research how powerful Slender Man is also the uncomfortable factor that he is just directly responsible for an actual fucking murder. Yeah, that's always a bridge you gotta cross.
Okay, so to clarify, because a lot of people get this mixed up, the girl that was stabbed did not die. She did survive.
Right, yeah.
But she was still stabbed and also crawled her way to a road where someone found her and took her to the hospital, which fucking legend for having the strength to crawl and get out of that situation alive. But it is still a very gruesome crime. And a stark reminder, and especially if you were in the creepypasta communities back around the mid to late 2010s, you'll remember just how fucking invested, I guess, or how obsessed people would get rather with these creepypasta characters. And not only do I think a lot of Slender's cool factor has died down because he's been made so silly, not only do I think that the obsession and subsequent crimes committed in the name of this fictional character have sullied his reputation, I think just conceptually, Slender Man has been kept too vague a concept in all of his most popular portrayals, from the initial stories to the pictures to Marble Hornets to the 8 pages to the movie, for me to like take him seriously in a death battle of all
Yeah, I don't
things.
think he belongs in Death Battle because all of his like canon material, the most fighting he does is he will show up and kill you off screen,
hmm
and sometimes he will turn you into a tree, which is so fucking
I mean,
silly.
it's like
Like-
that Superman cover where he gets turned into a tree.
Like in all the fighting stuff that he like the attacking people he does in his movie, like it's so funny. The Slender Man movie is genuinely fucking hysterical. It's amazing in that regard. If it wasn't for all the times it's so fucking boring, I'd say it's an amazing watch with friends.
Yeah. Shy
Alright.
Pooper.
One off, I think.
Yeah, fucking not dying to see like Professor X versus Bentley.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Fuck SMG4. I know it's got
so
its
no.
fans. I know. So, Glitch Entertainment as a whole, if some of their content becomes a little more versus viable, like I know people have been wanting murder drones, I know people want meta runners, and if Digital Circus ends up getting some more stuff that makes it a little more viable, whatever. But like actual SMG4 itself, I used to be pretty big into SMG4 when I was like 12,
Oh, so I
but
should
then
put it
I
in for a
fucking
friend
my
then.
my prefrontal cortex loaded in, and then I realized, oh, this isn't funny.
That was just the buffering time.
Yeah,
Okay, gotta put it in for a
my
friend.
fucking brain finished developing. And it's like,
Nah, we
ugh.
gotta put it in for a friend for Soul though. And okay, my entire internet just crashed. Let's hope it didn't.
All right, are we still recording? Is the
Yeah,
recording
I
good?
just took a fucking note of when it happened so I could edit that out. All right, we'll just act like nothing happened. Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the
One off if you want to do the main character, but I don't think any individual colossi would be particularly interesting.
Yeah, I think that's fair. South Park, I think, has the potential to not just be a one-off, but it's also not one I'd be terribly interested in seeing more than once. I don't think.
Yeah, I think South Park. I have to put that in one off because I don't think I want more than one episode. Because I feel like the intrigue would be if they animated it like the actual show itself. That would be interesting for a Death Battle animation. But at that point, if you do it more than once, it loses the novelty.
Yeah.
Space Dandy.
I think it would be interesting to see Death Battle cover it. I'm not sure who Space Dandy would fight.
I think
I'm
one
sure
off for
he's
this.
got someone obvious I'm not thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, one-off is fair. Space Invaders, I don't
Invaders,
fucking know who
okay.
you'd use.
You'd use the ship. Or the tank.
Yeah, sure could.
I'm gonna put it would have interest because I genuinely would be curious, like, if you go through all the games where they would scale, but like that's the end of the interest is just for that. Space Jam.
Nah.
I think all the interesting characters are ones that like aren't Space Jam characters, but just like generally Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Like you got the two main characters and you got Lola Bunny. I think those and like some of the villains. Those are the Space Jam originals. And I'm not
Like,
really...
I understand the bit with LeBron versus Sora, but at the same time, that's dumb. I think Pitt versus Sora is already fine. I think it's
Yeah.
a fine episode.
Oh, Speed Racer. Give me that Racer X versus the Stig. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, circling back, I think Speed Racer versus Dick Dastardly is also pretty funny.
Yeah, anyway, that's a one-off.
Yeah.
Splatoon, one-off.
Yeah.
You do the Inkling...
Splatterhouse.
The Inkling either fights the Squid Girl or the Blob.
Her name is Ika.
Yeah, well, she's not on this fucking list, is she?
No, but
Splatterhouse is a one-off.
Splatterhouse. Yeah.
You do name escapes me right now.
Rick Taylor.
Yeah, Rick Dastardly. SpongeBob already been on.
Spy Hunter.
Huh.
I don't fucking know anything about Spy
No,
Hunter.
I don't know anything about Spy Hunter, to be honest. StarCraft.
StarCraft.
I like Phoenix
Man.
versus Davy and Thule from 40k, but other than that, I can't say I have any particularly strong feeling.
Yeah, that's fair.
Star
Trek.
That's going in the top tier. Not only do I think that it's got a ton of interesting matchups, but like fucking Battleboarding began with actual physicists online debating between Star Trek and Star Wars. That is the origin of online battleboarding. Is like proper, like professional physicists discussing which technology is better. So it feels so wrong that we still haven't gotten Star Trek after 10 seasons.
Yeah, honestly.
There's Han versus Kirk, Thrawn versus Picard, Borg versus Cybermen, Q
versus
Myth Spitalik, Discord, the guy from Doctor Who, who's like
Toymaker, I think.
Toymaker. So Q's got plenty of options. You got.
Did you hear? Toymaker actually recently came back and was played by Neil Patrick Harris.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently the episode was pretty fun. A lot of people liked it.
Yeah, cool.
It was his first appearance in a very, very long time.
So he's relevant again. Go on, Death Battle, do it, you fucking cowards. Stephen King.
Yeah.
Just the guy himself, not any of the books, just Stephen King.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk up and fucking throw hands.
If anybody in the audience knows my taste in horror content, I am not a big Stephen King fan, broadly speaking. I think this would be I think for me this is a one-off of Pennywise versus Freddy Krueger.
I think I agree. I'm not too on Stephen King either. I find a lot of his stories very slow, and not like a slow burn, more like just straight up slow and boring.
I find that for a lot of them, and this is definitely because dude was fucking crazy on drugs when he did a lot of them. Like, dude was bad into opiates and cocaine. A lot of his stories are just kind of crass and not necessarily that scary.
Yeah, the adaptations of Carrie and It do a lot for his reputation, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stephen King solidly would be a one-off, to be honest, because I can't think of many Stephen King characters other than Pennywise who I'd be interested.
Because there's like there's Cujo, who's just a dog. There's the dude from Rage, I guess, who's just a guy. There's the dude from or I guess there's the zombie animals from Pet Sematary.
I literally just fucking mentioned Carrie.
Carrie, yeah.
There's multiple sentient vehicles, like straight up multiple of them, not just one.
There's the fucking sapient machines in general from Maximum Overdrive. I will say, that's one of the ones he directed, and it's terrible. But not only is there a Green Goblin truck in it, which is funny, there's also a vending machine that kills a man in the balls, which is fucking stupid.
Maximum Overdrive is one of the better Stephen King movies to me because it's so funny and how stupid it is.
Yeah, it's like this was not put together by a fucking competent film director, but at the same time, fuck, is it so much funnier for that?
Yeah, like it embodies the part of Stephen King that I think most people think of, which is the so dumb it's fun part.
Mm-hmm.
Stormlight Archive. Who really?
I don't know what that is.
It's a series of books. With it's got 4 novels right now. I think 4 of them. Probably there might be more.
Would I recognize the novels by their individual names?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you would. There's one of them's Oathbringer, I think.
Oh yeah, Brandon Sanderson. My friend is really big into Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
I think I have heard of a few of these before.
Yeah, I just don't know enough to really be that interested in it.
I guess I'd be interested in learning about it, but Stranger Things I cannot say I'm very interested in.
I'm not interested in seeing Stranger Things. Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
Oh, one off. But do it, because I think it'd be really fucking funny.
Yeah.
I don't know who they'd fight.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of
The
Rage,
Extreme
wait.
Dinosaurs. What are you fucking silly?
What are you fucking Donovan?
Yeah. Streets of Rage, I think, for me, Streets of Rage is a one-off just because I think Axel's the only one
Yeah.
that I think warrants it. Like, again, this is another franchise where there are cool characters in it, but once you've covered Axel, you've covered most of Streets of Rage. I
Yeah.
really want to see Axel versus Cody.
Yeah,
I think that matchup
versus
goes
Cody's
hard.
the one you do.
What the ass are you supposed to do with Super Monkey Ball
Play it.
on Death Battle?
Yeah, probably not.
Doesn't sound too interesting. Where are we? Super Sentai. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to put it up the top. Probably just around would want. Because
Yeah, I feel like again worth mentioning Gokai Red Decade.
yeah, that's the main one, and I also just kind of want to see like some Sentai versions of characters, or even Sentai exclusive characters, as opposed to always the Power Ranger version. Because I think it could be cool, like
Yeah,
sharing the knowledge of like this is what this version does, as opposed to what the other one does. Here's a guy who
one
eats
specifically
constellations.
that comes to mind is Jetman Red. His Ryu Tendo, I think is his name. Jet fuck what the I cannot for the life of me remember the full title, but Jetman is one of the more beloved seasons of the series, and I think its bird aesthetic clashes well with Gotcha Man. So I think Jetman Red versus Ken the Eagle would be a pretty fun matchup to see. I'd like to see both covered and learn more about them.
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros.
I'm just trying to think. Smash.
Fucking Taboo, Galim, Darkon, Master
Master
Hand,
Hand.
Crazy Hand,
I guess I'll do it one
Grimmids,
the
Galley.
I do kind of think like just the idea of Polygon Man, Master Hand, just a face versus a fist. That's funny.
Yeah. Fucking
Sword-
Crazy Hand coming in for the assist from the top rope.
Sword Art Online. I think that's a one-off. I can't say I'd be terribly...
Can you fucking no? Can you imagine Master Hand pinning Polygon Man to the board, and then just on the ropes, there's just a fucking glove, and he jumps in and fucking like does the move where he just rides around. You know the move Crazy Hand has where he just fucking flails around on the ground. He just
Yeah.
does that on top of Polygon Man.
Yeah. Oh man, Sword Art Online. That's like a one-off to me. I don't think I'd be interested in seeing anyone other than. I mean, I'm not even that interested in seeing Kirito, but I think beyond him, I'm not dying for like Asuna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. Symphogear.
Symphogear. Yeah. I think this is a case of like, I
This
think-
this had a Gamera crossover, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'd like that for a friend, but otherwise, not really that interested. System Shock.
System Shock. I don't fucking know anything about System Shock. I know that it was the spiritual inspiration for Bioshock, which
I know
is
that I
a
don't
cool
care.
game series.
Tales of. See the fun
I
thing,
like Lloyd Irving versus Isaac Goldenson. That's as much as I know.
I definitely don't think I can put it in one off because there are a lot of different series that are like parts of it that are unconnected to my knowledge. I think it would be a case of it's one I'm in. I would have interest.
Tales of has got to be one of the most like interesting ones for me in a versus sense because I've seen so many fucking characters suggested for Death Battle to come in as an opponent for Velvet Crow from Tales of Berseria, and I haven't heard a single person describe a fucking thing about her other than just she's a matchup
Yeah.
for fucking every character ever
She can
apparently.
fight Ragnar. Who wins? I don't know. She could fight Clive.
Can
from Final
fight
Fantasy.
Devilman, can fight
Devilman.
Clive. I'm like,
Tamagotchi.
I don't know who this is.
Fucking Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
I genuinely would have interest and to see where Tamagotchi scales, but
I am kind of interested because not only is it a sister series to Digimon, so it wouldn't surprise me if they've crossed over before, but Tamagotchi has a lot of media. It's been around for a while now, and it's really popular.
I used to have a Tamagotchi.
It's in Mario Kart too, which is pretty fun.
Wow, Tattletale, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck. Who wants Tattletale?
Famously starting with a T is Ty Life as a teenage robot. One off.
Yeah.
That's Jenny Robot Boy, I think.
Yup. Terraria, one off, I gotta say.
Terrarian versus Steve. I don't think we're particularly
Same for Texas Chainsaw.
Dying to see the body parts of Cthulhu in a death battle.
You don't want to see just Cthulhu's eyeball? Come on.
To be honest, Eye of Cthulhu versus actual Cthulhu and Eye of Cthulhu scaling higher would be really funny if that was the case.
Texas Chainsaw, once you've got Leatherface, who the fuck else are you bringing in?
The
one off.
the Beatles? Is that it?
I'm dying to see the Blue Meanie versus Atrocitus. Come on, red versus blue, mean versus angry.
You would say that. The Conjuring, no.
No. The Crow is one I'm interested in. The Crow's popular one is what, The Undertaker?
Yeah. I love Crow Undertaker. That's a one-off. There are multiple Crows, but like you do Eric, I think his name is, and you don't bother with the others.
So I had a really funny conversation with my friend, where you spoke to him one night when we were talking about Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, I think.
Yeah, that's.
But I was talking to him about how people wanted to see like WWE characters in Death Battle. He's like, "That's dumb. They're just guys." And I'm like, "No, they're not." And he's like, "Well, I know that they're characters that the guys play, but they just play like buff dudes." I'm like, "No, they have magic and stuff." He's like, "They don't have magic." And so I showed him a video of someone doing their walk-in against the Undertaker and then just getting fucking taken out by a stray lightning bolt.
Yeah, the Undertaker literally has like a sequence where he like uses like telekinesis to lift the ring off the ground and then slam it back down with lightning.
It was specifically the Undertaker I brought up because he's the most supernatural one I could think of, and it's a dude fucking walking in and then lightning strikes him and he falls over. I said it to my friend and we fucking died laughing for like 10 minutes straight, and then I showed him like fucking casting fireballs at people or like fucking resurrecting from the dead and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, no, these guys have actual superpowers. It's fucking crazy.
He drags Kane to hell at one point.
Yeah, like...
There's like a scene where I don't remember who it was. Someone was in like a limo. I'm sure like if Titanium's watching this, he can tell me. Someone's in a limo and the Undertaker just teleports in behind him and just grabs him and drags him into hell within the limousine. Like that's just a thing that can happen. Sure.
I'll never fucking forgive Vince McMahon for having this person kidnap his daughter in a disguise, and the guy who kidnapped his daughter is Vince McMahon.
I want to point out, wrestling. There's this little character called the Gobbledygooker. He's not just a guy; he is just straight up a chicken. He's a chicken man.
Also, I want to point out how fucking asinine it is. We've had so many series up to this point that were categorized under some other letter with "the" at the beginning, but The Beatles, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Conjuring, The Crow, The Evil Dead.
We literally just had what was it? One of the ones we just had started with The Rising of the Shield.
Stormlight Archive.
Yeah, Stormlight Archive starts with a V, and then it's just Then now is all the ones that start with The, apparently. The Iron Giant.
Yeah. The Evil Dead. Let's see.
One-off.
I think that's a one-off. It's gotta be, right?
I love Ash. I don't really care to see fucking, I don't know, Ruby on Death Battle. I don't think any notable characters really need to be on there other than...
Imagine they do Ruby versus Maka.
That's... You fucking Muppet. The Incredibles! I can't say one-off, because Syndrome Titan and also a Mr. Incredible episode would both go hard.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't think of a Mr. Incredible matchup I actually care that much about.
Fucking... I don't want to see the Jetsons because I'm so tired of Ollie trying to fucking gas up George Jetson as the most badass character ever to me. She was repping him in a fight against Fred Flintstone for some fucking discussion or whatever.
In her honor, I will put it in would like for a friend, just like you suggested.
just out of irony for fucking repping the character for so long, she has like gaslit herself into fucking actually ride or die for George Jetson. I think it's so stupid.
Okay, so Last of Us is an odd one because I like Ellie versus Clementine, but not only am I not too interested in a game franchise that has five entries which make up like 2 games, but also I don't know if I want to see like 2 actual children just fucking killing each other, like pretty down to earth children, just fucking mauling.
I mean,
each other.
at that point, don't play The Last of Us 2 because that's a good bit of what that game is.
I don't want to play Last of Us 2. I never finished Last of Us 1, even though I really liked it. My eyes. This was before I had my glasses, so it got really hard to like see anything because the whole acid in the eye thing I told you about that one time. But Last of Us,
Yeah.
it's like I don't care to see it because I can't say I actively don't want it because I would be interested to see where they scale Ellie. But yeah.
Have you told me you had glasses before?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have, and I just don't remember.
Yes.
Also, is it me or some of these logos like blurry?
It's not just you. I've had to deal with that this whole time. You know how long it took me to figure out that was Record of Ragnarok? I had to like stare at it for a bit and go, where did I recognize that red splotch? Because I can't read that. Where do I recognize that red spot? It's like, oh, that's Record of Ragnarok. The Lord of the Rings, we had it. Matrix.
Yep.
Now, okay, so I want to say one off. At the same time, I stinking love Controller X and Final Wars versus Agent Smith. I fucking love
Dude,
that.
Final Wars is so fucking like it's such a crazy movie. I think it fits. I think just like because if there's one thing you would never expect going into Final Wars if you didn't know anything about it, it's for the human characters to fight like fucking anime
fight
characters the
Emira.
way they do.
To fight Emira with guns.
Yeah, 2 random like or not 2 random dudes, but just
The
2
main
fucking
guys.
dudes with guns fighting Emira.
I love the idea because like in the Matrix video game, Agent Smith like creates like a kaiju of himself. Just that versus like Monster X.
Yeah, or fucking dudes having a fight on motorcycles on that one fucking highway, or just like the final fight between the main character and Controller X, them fucking using their superpowers and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, man, it's so funny. It's such a funny matchup, but also
I love Controller
I
X.
expect something like Neo versus
Yeah,
Kirito
Kirito
to
is the main
happen.
one, but I gotta put this in Wood 1. I love Controller X so much that when fucking Ty did the rap battle between Starscream and Gigan, I was like, can I voice Controller X and just do a Gigan Rise bit? And he was like, that's great, do that. And so I'm just there screaming Gigan Rise because it's such a fun thing to shout. Because like the way he fucking says it is amazing in the dub.
Gigan!
Rise! The drop with the rise is great. The Muppet Show.
Yeah.
See,
I guess I
okay,
wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm not necessarily looking to
I
have that
would
many
have
Muppets on
interest.
Death Battle.
At the same time, maybe Death Battle's not the most appropriate place for them. Actually, no, I gotta put in Don't Want,
Yeah.
because it would probably be Kermit, and I would be afraid of, like, Devil Artemising it. Like, that would be a genuine concern.
Yeah, that's fair. No shade to Devil Artemis, he's a cool guy, but man, I just
seems
don't
like a
find his
great
Kermit
guy.
jokes funny.
Yeah. The Office. Where did I put
Yeah,
it?
fucking
Where did
Dwight versus Ron, one
did I
off.
put that in one off? I
think
I
so.
put it in one off. What was he from again?
The Owl House is another one I'd say one off,
One-off,
just because
yeah.
Luz versus
the
Anne
protagonist versus
is
yeah.
the matchup. There are other characters that I think do work, but I think that's the main one I'd go for.
The Shadow. Absolutely one.
I
would love to see the Shadow.
really want to see the Shadows. So I had this phase I was going through,
Oh no.
which I still like. I like it, where I was just looking for older characters from like pulp magazines
What the
or
fuck
from
do you mean
like
you had a
radio
phase?
dramas.
You're still in that phase.
Well,
You are.
yeah. But just looking for old pop culture characters and like some of the earliest progenitors of like just popular characters in fiction. And just desiring to see them research characters like Flash Gordon, like Buck Rogers, like the Shadow, the Phantom, Zorro. And I actually, during that, managed to pick up a couple runs of the Shadow, including the Batman crossover. And I think the character's pretty fucking cool. I even listened to some of the original radio drama series, and it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
One-off. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Don't you have a matchup? Didn't you have a matchup for a Simpsons character you liked?
Oh, fuck, let me think. I might.
We'll circle back around to this one.
Okay.
The Sims. Are you fucking joking me?
Come on.
Okay, hold on. Hear me out here. The player in The Sims versus the Dungeon Master from Dungeons and Dragons. Now, hear me out. Just think about it for a second. Think about it. Just gonna lay the seeds there.
The DM's group when I summon a meteor shower on them.
I'm just saying, it goes kind of hard. But as it is, it's gonna be a don't.
It's magic missile bozo. I'm gonna fucking build you in a room with no doors or windows and put a pool in there. Drown.
I put a pool in there. I don't know why that's the part that made me laugh. Not even like the make you drown part. Just put a pool in there.
Nice Eldritch blast, idiot. This bathroom does not have a door anymore. You're stuck there forever.
That's the matchup. Gotta do it, guys. Come on.
I just find it so funny to imagine a fucking D&D group of like a rogue, a battler, like your bard or whatever, just going through this like Sims house, and then like the house is shifting around them like it's fucking House of Leaves or some shit. Like it's this non-Euclidean structure that just keeps changing to fucking like murder them in these weird death traps.
Yeah. Alright.
You've sold me on this idea. This actually does sound pretty fun.
It does. So, Slayers, or they've written The Slayers here. I would be interested in learning about Lena Inverse. I do kind of want to watch the anime, I just never had the time to, so...
I've been trying to find a good place to watch it, because it does seem interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna go in... would have interest, I think.
The Thing. Now, I gotta say, the John Carpenter movie, fucking banger. The 3D prequel, not as good. The original, I haven't seen.
No one likes it.
I'm sure it's... Well, yeah, I like the John Carpenter one, but like the old The Thing from Another World, I have not seen it.
You read the book, Who Goes There?
I have not.
Didn't think so, dickhead. It's a one-off, though.
I might just have to.
You just do the thing.
It is a one-off, but at the same time, I don't know. I probably there's enough material to make The Thing work in a death battle. It's just not a series I look at and I think, oh, that needs to be a death battle. It's a series I look at and think, oh, that's fucking peak horror. That's so good.
What we need is an RJ McCready episode. Fuck Sarah Connor versus Ellen Ripley. Do Ellen Ripley versus McCready.
I love Kurt Russell.
I'd love to see a McCready episode, but I also don't think I'm not dying for it. The Tick, one-off.
Yeah.
You do The Tick.
I like The Tick versus Earthworm Jim a lot as a matchup. I think it's real fun.
Hey, yeah, you love earthworms. The Witcher. I think I would like The Witcher.
I think so.
I would like to see Geralt.
I'd like to learn more about it.
Like to see Ciri too. So it's not a one-off thing. Thomas, okay.
They're 2, they're 4, they're 6 and 8, they're pushing carts, they're moving crates.
Thomas, okay, now, one-off probably. Just do Thomas, but...
Yeah, I think the idea of Thomas versus Lightning McQueen is really funny.
That would be funny, yeah. Tokyo Ghoul.
I can see there being a couple episodes of this.
I don't know enough to say one-off, so I got to put it would have interest.
Would have interest. I think Aaron versus Kaneki sounds pretty fun.
Now you
maybe someday I'll go back and finish Tokyo Ghoul. I never did finish it, but maybe. I didn't hate it. It just never like Well, I always like people always call me out. I'm like, oh, it didn't really catch my interest. They're like, oh, how much did you read? I'm like, oh, I read like 86 chapters. They're like, you read that fucking much and weren't interested in it?
They clearly don't know you well enough to realize that's perfectly in character for you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, please tell me you recognize this logo.
Yeah, well, I can read that logo actually.
I fucking can't.
Yeah, well, it should clarify in Japanese. I can read what that says. That's Tokyo Revengers.
I don't give a shit then, okay.
Because I'm actually proud of myself for that because I've been learning a couple kanji, mostly for countries, and I learned Tokyo's kanji. I know that, and I've been working on my katakana, so I can actually read what that says.
I'm proud of you too. Tom and Jerry, yeah. Toriko.
It's happening.
I fucking told you.
Yeah, so Toriko is another one where the wider manga industry seems to have just forgotten what this dude did.
Maybe a little, it's pretty
and
sure
it's
a
strange
little bit
because
worse than what what's his face did.
yeah, so to put this as lightly as possible, Toriko's author tried to pay someone who was not an adult to do an adult thing. It didn't end up going through and happening, but he still tried. This was back in like the early 2000s or like late 90s or something like that when he was in like I think his late 20s, early 30s, which fucked. This was also well before he ever wrote Toriko, and it's crazy because Shueisha, the manga publishing company who has Shonen Jump, and Toei, the anime company that would end up doing it, they also do Dragon Ball, One Piece, Sailor Moon, etc. We're pushing for Toriko to be like the next big thing, especially because the person who put Toriko's author on was Eiichiro Oda of One Piece because they were friends in person, which it just I don't know. Oda's history of having friends with mangaka that do this kind of shit is a little concerning. However, I think Yoshi versus Toriko is a really funny matchup. I'm not actively against Toriko characters getting in because I know a lot of people did actually like the series when it came out. It does have its influence. It does have its popularity. But again, it's a series you would kind of have to address the elephant in the room of, hey, dude still profits off of this series and is a known nonce. So
I would be so unhappy if
maybe
like,
don't give it your money.
If like in a few years it came out that with all the money he made from Toriko, he attempted a few more of those adult thing transactions that actually did go through using the money he made from Toriko. If that came out to be something that happened, that would be really upsetting.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Toho, I'm not necessarily looking to see Toho on Death Battle. There's a lot of people who I just I don't want to have the satisfaction of seeing it on Death Battle. However, if there is two things I know I could get out of it, it's that the fight would probably go pretty hard and the music would fucking bang.
Yeah, I think this is like got Werewolf music written all over it.
I don't know anything about Tower of God.
I'm just gonna say that I've seen a lot of Toho fans really dislike Sakuya versus Hit, and because it upsets them, that only makes me want that more now.
It's a really stupid matchup.
It is really stupid, but like Hit's like the last Dragon Ball character that's on that scale where like his powers are interesting enough to me to be like, okay, at least it would look nothing like a standard Dragon Ball episode. It wouldn't just look like guy punchy, do some ki blast. It would visually be really interesting. So Tower of God, I also know nothing about.
Yeah, I fucking don't know. Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear's Star Command Buzz, I could see being in a matchup if you count that as part of Toy Story, which I would.
I like Garmadon versus Zurg. Playing into the fact that they really are funny. Just toys. And just playing into that would be really entertaining. And the fact that Lego Zurg does exist as well, so. So I think that would be fun. I genuinely think
why the fuck is Trailer Park Boys on this list?
That is an incredible question, Don.
Have you ever heard of Trailer Park Boys?
Once, yes. Or twice.
Yeah, so this show is exactly what it sounds like. It is a comedy show about an American trailer park and the shenanigans that happen
It's
with
about
the
the
people
boys
living there,
in the
which
trailer park.
it's a decently funny show, but at the same time, what's it doing on a Death Battle tier list? That's not where this belongs.
Yeah. Trigun. I've said before I'm not dying to see Vash in Death Battle because Vash killing someone don't pass the vibe check, and Vash dying, fuck off with that. I think with recent episodes they've shown that I would be more confident in them handling Vash killing someone and then just having a complete breakdown over it. Would they be able to pull it off? I think they would try at least, so I would appreciate that.
I feel like Vash is one you could tackle more competently than Aang, because Aang still found a way around having to kill Ozai. Vash kinda, like, as much as it sucks, had to come to terms with the fact that sometimes you just have to pull the trigger.
Yeah, well the thing is, when he killed Legato, in both the manga and the anime, I believe, he just completely shuts down over it. And this is a guy who was suicidal and was threatening to just kill so many people if Vash didn't do it. Like, he basically prostrated himself on the ground and was like, fucking kill me, coward. And, like, he still had, like, a complete emotional shutdown over having to do that. So, unlike Aang, we know how he'd react to killing someone. Even someone who wants to die, whose life is suffering, and who was risking the murder of countless if he wasn't killed. Very explicitly, in fact.
Yeah. I don't know how the manga goes, because I know the manga goes way past where the anime ended off, because the anime just...
The anime has a lot
I forget
of
what it...
too. Like, you could argue the
anime... It was a licensing issue, wasn't it?
You could argue the anime doesn't even count as, like, a direct adaptation as much as a alternate interpretation entirely. Because, like Wolfwood is completely different between both versions. And he's a pretty major character. And he's probably the character I want to see the most from Trigun on Death Battle, to be honest. But he doesn't have any matchups I particularly like.
And that's fair. I think the idea of Vash versus Vincent works well, at least as a fight, because at least later on in the Trigun manga, I'm not sure how it is in the anime, because I haven't seen it.
Slaughters Vash, so I don't need to worry about them fucking up his characterization with the killing thing.
Well, apparently later in the manga, like, fucking Vash is shooting black holes at people or some shit.
Which means he could have had a chance to win if people didn't realize the fact that Sephiroth nukes an entire galaxy during Supernova. And you literally cannot... he literally is described as wiping out the entire dimensional space that he makes when he casts Supernova, according to, like, some kind of guidebook. And... that dimensional space just so happens to have a whole fucking galaxy in it that just gets wiped out.
Mad.
Turok, one off. I would kind of like to see Turok.
I don't have a strong opinion either way.
What's next? The world
that
ends with
is Tui. Yeah.
That's the one people want to fight. What's his face in Persona, right?
Yeah, I know my guy Percival Simmons, I believe, is a Tui fan. I think he'd be hyped for that. So at least for a friend.
Yeah, I can put it there. Twilight. I know there's like a Twilight matchup that's come around lately that's been pretty big, but I just don't have much interest in seeing Twilight.
I think it's funny that it's on this list.
Yeah. I feel like it's on this list so people can put them in bottom and pretend like they're back in the era where hating on Twilight was enough to have a personality. Don't care.
Twin Peaks. I know one of the Death Battle researchers, Lousy, is a fan of Twin Peaks because he and some of the Galaxy Video group were watching some of it the other day. I don't know how he feels about it being on Death Battle, but knowing that some of the team has interest in it, I'm sure some of that passion for the series would show through. I've heard some pretty good things about Twin Peaks, and it's a series that interests me, so I'd definitely be willing to learn more about it.
Yeah, I just put it in don't care. Ultraman, top tier, immediately. Not even, like, up for question.
Fuck yeah. I love Ultraman.
I don't think Ultraman himself has any matchups that are popular that I don't like. There's the Anguinus matchup, which is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, Anguirus versus Gamora. There's recently I thought of. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of it. Red King versus King Ghidorah. There's Showa Ultraman or Monson versus, or not Showa Ultraman, 66 Ultraman, because it's like fucking 12 Showa Ultraman. Yeah, Monson versus Showa Goji. Fucking what else am I thinking of? I like the idea of Ray from Ultra Galaxy Fight and his Gamora versus fucking dude from Digimon Data Squad. What's his name?
There's Space Godzilla versus
Aizen?
Belial. There's Ultraman Tiga
Yeah.
versus Kamen Rider Kuga.
There's Ultraman Zero versus Gohan, which I don't love,
That's
but I also
popular.
get the appeal of the matchup.
To me, the problem is that Gohan couldn't. If Gohan used the fucking Super Dragon Balls, he wouldn't be able to wish himself to be half as cool as Ultraman Zero.
Yeah, but I feel like also both of them kind of have that problem of they so rarely get to fucking do anything, and people just kind of eat up of look how cool this character is. And I'm at the point where I'm like, every time I see either of them, I'm like, I don't fucking care about you, bro.
That's fair.
Show me someone I give a shit about.
So, even fucking I
So
even
it's a
like
good
fucking
matchup. Makes
King
sense.
Caesar versus Shefarodon. Like even that's like a matchup that I like. So like, and who gives a shit about Chef? So Ultraman, yeah,
Or fucking Zeton versus Megalon as well.
yeah, and like yeah, there's one or two matchups for Ultraman that kind of bang. So yeah,
Yeah. Was there you probably fucking mentioned it and I just fucking lapsed in thought. You mentioned one for Kuga, right?
yeah, Kamen Rider Kuga versus Ultraman Tiga.
Yeah, okay.
Which is really funny because everyone assumes there's a scale issue because Kuga's like tiny. Actually, the biggest scale issue is the fact that Kuga drops city-sized kicks.
Well,
and
Kuga,
Ultraman doesn't
Kuga's
do
not
that.
tiny. He's the size of a normal person. Ultraman's just
Like,
fucking
relative.
huge.
The thing is that I genuinely think that not only is it in character for Kuga to run up and just fucking jump kick a kaiju or a kaijin, but I also think that it would be very like Tiga can shrink. Most Ultramen can just shrink. I think it would be interesting if he like shrunk for a bit to get around the mobility issue and then went back to full size to just fucking uppercut Kuga. I think the Clash of Beams. I like the idea that like Tiga's final form is like the purest form of light, while Kuga's final form is the ultimate darkness. Like that's interesting as a clash.
There's one of the Kamen Riders can grow giant. Is it Jay that can grow?
Oh, I think there's a few. I know that Ichigo could in the canonical crossover between Ultraman and Kamen Rider.
I don't know if it was canon. It was official. I don't know if it
Shut
was
the
canon.
fuck up and talk about Umbrella Academy because I certainly can't.
Umbrella Academy. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I've been meaning to see the third. Well, I know it started as a comic first of all by Gerard Way of I think that's My Chemical Romance. Hold on, let me fucking
Umbrella
double
Academy is
check.
the one that when I brought it up one time ever, brought a couple transphobes to my comments. That was fucking lovely. You know, that's what I
Gross.
fucking wanted. Just great.
Yeah. To reiterate, transphobia. If you're about that, fuck off. We don't like you. Yeah.
welcome here.
So Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance has done a few comics. He also worked for DC for a little bit, doing he did a run for Doom Patrol. He introduced Mother Panic, a new Batman character. Introduced a few new things to DC, but most notably did Umbrella Academy, which for those who don't know is about 6 adoptive kids with superpowers trying to figure out what happened to their dad, and then mayhem ensues. I haven't read much of the comics, but I have seen the first 2 seasons of the show. Again, I've been meaning to get around to the third, and I quite like it. The soundtrack bangs. A lot of the characters are very likable. I think the use of these more understated superhuman characters is interesting because it's like they all still do have superpowers, but sans the white violin Victor, most of the characters are pretty down to earth. I'd be pretty interested in an Umbrella Academy
So I can
episode. I
fittingly
think it
put
would be
in,
pretty cool to see.
Would like for a friend then.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yumi Neko. Wait, but hold on. Then what is 7th expansion if it's not... I thought that was Yumi Neko and Higurashi, and then when Higurashi came on, I was like, oh, it just means Yumi Neko. And now it's Yumi Neko's here. What the fuck? Don't care. But what the fuck?
Under night, In birth.
I fucking love Under Night in Birth so much. Do I want to see it on Death Battle? Yeah, I kind of do. Is Under Night 2 released? I don't know. I did not keep up with that ever since, like, literally, the last time I checked up with Under Night in Birth 2 was when people were talking about how the HUD is so much worse than the first game. If it's out, I need to play
I
it.
think
If
it
it's,
came out. I could be
I
wrong.
haven't
I could be
gotten
thinking
around
of
to it.
something else.
I only recently got the latest update of the original Under Night on Switch, and I've got the original release on PlayStation 3, and it's so fun.
The extent of my interaction is BB Tag, which BB Tag's still fun, and I like the Under Night characters that I saw in that game.
It's funny how, like, because they have, like, the fully hand-drawn super moves, that when they do it, it looks so much more stylish than fucking any other character in that game. That's really funny to me.
I
But
think
yeah,
Merkava's pretty funny.
I
love
like
fucking,
Merkava versus Arakune is really funny to me.
What
It's
the
like,
fuck is his name? Waldstein? Is that his name?
Yep, the grappler, Waldstein.
Yeah, I love that. That fucking, depending on the matchup, from standing position, you're within command grab range.
I like thinking of matchups. Okay, Carmine versus Carnage sucks. Don't like it.
I agree. I hate Carnage.
Merkava versus Arakune is funny, especially because you have a fucking... First, I think the immortality thing for Inburst is highly overrated. If you destroy their vessel, you can very easily fucking do them in. But the thing with Merkava Arakune, despite the fact that one's town level and the other's possibly planet level, Arakune's like physical stats might be planet level, but more likely he's just like going on... He's goop. He's goop. The speeds are even. Merkava could literally just eat him and win. So it literally just comes down to who can consume the other easier. And that's amusing to me. Donovan here is a quoted fan of Vor, so he should like the matchup.
Hey, Arakune, you want infinite knowledge? Oh yeah, but you better not trick me and turn me into mindless sludge. Ah, damn it.
Now that's a shame. Hyde doesn't have any matchups I'm particularly interested in. I know that Linne versus Rukia was a thing, I think. I don't know what that's about.
What about Gordeau? Does he have any cool ones?
He has Crow from Ruby, and that is my favorite Ruby matchup, is Crow versus Gordeau. Because, like, you got the drunkard who blames himself for everything against the bar owner who blames himself for everything, and they both wield a scythe. That's pretty cool. I like that. That makes
And one of their scythes is also a sword. Crow has one of the fucking coolest weapons in Ruby.
Crow
I
has
love
the
that thing. That
coolest
thing is
weapon in
so
Ruby.
cool.
Like, I think outright, people gas up the sniper scythe, but to me, like, the fully gears showing gun sword scythe is infinitely cooler than Ruby's sniper scythe.
The Crescent Rose is cool, but there's something about the fucking gear design and seeing the individual segments just clink apart and then turn into a scythe.
Yeah, and Crow has, like, the best fucking fight in the series with his battle against Tyrion. So, like...
Yeah. I
still-
remember really liking that fight when it came out.
Still so
I remember, though,
fucking
at some point, I was just getting so fucking frustrated watching Crow. Like, Crow, there's demons in the basement. You can't be drunk down here. He's like, fuck off, leave me.
Yeah, Crow has some bad moments, but, like, overall, he's my favorite character in Ruby. And Gordeau is one of my favorite playing styles in Under Night from my memory. Akatsuki doesn't count for Under Night, but I would like to see an Akatsuki matchup. I think it'd be really funny. He is the protagonist of the game. He is technically a Nazi, more or less, but let's just ignore that. So, Hilda versus BlazBlue character. What's her name? Fuck the cat.
Nine the Phantom.
Yeah, I think that's the matchup. That one's neat.
I like that the sequence was BlazBlue, which fucked a cat.
BlazBlue, which fucked a cat, yeah.
Yeah, all of those are true. Nine the Phantom did do all of those things.
Yeah, she did do a BlazBlue. She did be a witch, and she did fuck that cat.
Even had a cat daughter.
The only reason I can't put Under Night up at the very top is, one, I haven't played the second game yet, and two, I don't know if the second game added enough content to really warrant 2 episodes worth of stuff. And three, I guess, the explanation of abilities is totally fucked. Under Night as a franchise. So that would just not be fun to have to sit through that for 2 weeks. But yeah, and also no one's fucking played the story mode of the original game. What's next? Undertale.
I think Mettaton versus Geno is kind of funny. I think
I'm gonna put in Wood One.
Sans versus the Judge is pretty funny. I think that's about it.
Oh, you don't like Asgore versus Bowser?
Not really. I think Asgore versus King Andreas from Amphibia has something to be like there's definitely something there, but it's just the fact that Asgore doesn't fucking do anything. You fight him, he swings a stick, he shoots fire at you, but like he's just so not present for most of the game.
He's also so stupid because if he can destroy the buttons, why didn't he just destroy the fight button?
'Cause
Universal monsters, just all of them. I think because the matchup
I guess.
yeah, I guess I'd put that in. I would have interest. I just don't know what matchups would be particularly interesting.
What is unordinary?
The fact that when I handled a battery one time and exploded in my hands, that was a bit unordinary. That doesn't tend to happen.
Yeah, okay. Unordinary looks like an anime. What is it though?
Is unordinary.
Oh, it's a webtoon.
The one with John Doe.
Unordinary.
Yep, that's the one with the John Doe guy. I don't care.
Oh.
Well, I guess don't know well.
Yeah.
Until Dawn.
Don't
Okay,
know.
so Until Dawn, the only thing you could use from Until Dawn is the fucking Wendigo, which is a figure famously already trivialized heavily in the West, and basically a former Native American belief that has been bastardized into the imagery it has today, which does not fairly represent what it actually is and what it means. So, maybe not.
Yeah. What it's been turned into is something between a fucking
It's based
like
on
a ghoul
a werewolf.
and a goat man.
It's based on werewolf legend, we believe, which is why I think Wendigo vs. Werewolf is incredibly poor taste.
Yeah. If I understand correctly / remember, the Wendigo myth was originally supposed to, or mythos, belief was supposed to be a form of like punishment for people who were greedy or consumed other
Yeah.
people's flesh, right?
Yeah, like it's a pitch white creature that can vary in size depending on like what tribes you talk about. Belief can differ between like it could be like normal size, it could be giant, it could like grow with as it consumes more. It could kill you by looking at you or on contact. Again, it'll depend on like what group you ask.
Which, in all fairness, especially given like growing up around the wilderness where I grew up, and having been around like open fields and that kind of stuff, I can imagine being a Native American living in the woods or living in the prairies and just being around at night and seeing something kind of fucked up looking in the woods and then fully believing that there's just fucking monsters like that and that they are some form of punishment because like there is no like on one hand I feel generally pretty comfortable in the woods at night just because that's how I grew up, but on the other hand there is something about like having a light in the woods at night and then just hearing a sound that you can't explain, that it's like, especially back then when just information wasn't so available.
Well, Don, you're Irish, so you have luck. You're not going to be in danger in the woods. That's how that works, right?
Fuck, I must not have inherited that from my Irish side.
Oh, that's a shame. Untitled Goose Game. It's a goose.
Yeah, it is just a goose.
Vampire Hunter D.
So nah.
Solid one-off, but you know the matchup.
Solid one-off.
You know the matchup.
Vampire Hunter D versus Alucard Castlevania is so fucking cool.
not
I
his
really
last
want
name,
Death
but
Battle to
yes.
do it. Huh?
That's his last name is not Castlevania, Don.
No, it's fucking Tempest, I think.
What's Dracula's name?
Is that his
again?
name? Vlad Tepes.
Real name Matthias Kronquist. That's
fucking.
because I know it's not Vlad Tepes because Dracula Vlad Tepes is his title, but his real name is Matthias. But I didn't know his last name. Kronquist.
I think Alucard's name is Alucard Tempest. I could be wrong.
That could be his mother's maiden name. No,
I think he did take his mother's name because he doesn't fucking like his dad at all.
Adrian Fahrenheit Tepes.
Fahrenheit, yes, that's correct.
That's fucking
what I was
stupid.
trying to think of. Be
That is
nice.
spectacular.
First of all, I want to note Fahrenheit is a Swedish name.
Okay, V for
Because
Vendetta.
if I remember correctly, the dude that invented the Fahrenheit measurement system for temperature was a Swedish man.
Lovely. V for Vendetta.
V for
One off.
who fucking cares?
I think V would work for an episode. He would be interesting to see. But anyone who's genuinely like, yeah, I want to see V. But you know who I also want to see V for Vendetta? For V for Vendetta, they should just like end the sentence at, like before they even said that. They should just ended it at, I'd like to see V.
Beautiful Joe.
One off.
Yeah, I want to see Joe versus Scott Pilgrim.
That would be neat.
I think it sounds fun.
Yeah. Okay, we have.
Villainous.
I don't care.
I don't fucking like Villainous at all. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's very funny. I think naming the lol random Harley Quinn-esque character Dementia is in pretty poor taste.
Oof, what? That's a thing?
Well, it's dementia as in like demon, but it is,
That's not particularly
it's yeah, it's still pretty much dementia. So like while there may be another like meaning behind the name, it's yuck.
All right, we're in the V section with that, so we have to deal with Virtua Fighter, which I would say is a one-off.
Yeah, Akira Yuki versus Kasumi again sounds kind of fun.
you-
Hatsune Miku I
just
think would
noticed
be
that
neat. I know.
most of the V's have been in one-off, with the exception of Villainous, and I don't think Vocaloid's going to change that. That's a one-off with Miku, right?
Yeah. You'd have Hatsune. I know Vocaloid has a lot of really popular characters. I think Miku would be the one off that Death Battle would do. I know a lot of people that would be really happy to see her as well.
Do an episode for Megurine Luca. She's the best one.
I like Rin, I think is the character's name.
I'm sure that character does exist.
The yellow-haired one.
Watch Dogs. No.
Nah.
They're kind of just guys who hack things. I'm just not
Yeah.
into that. Whack.
I don't know anything about Wakfu.
I don't care about Wakfu. I don't give a shit at this point.
I don't know anything about
Human
it.
would absolutely love Nox versus Strange Supreme though. He would love that. Absolutely adore it. Walking Dead. That's just going in the same category I put Last of Us, isn't it? Please tell me I put Last of Us.
Oh, so that's what Wakfu looks like. I had seen a logo around. I guess I just hadn't seen what Wakfu actually looked like.
Okay, I did not put
Looks kinda neat.
put Last of Us in where I think I did, but where the fuck did I put Last of Us? Hold on. Oh, I put it in one off, didn't I?
The Walking Dead. Ow.
Where the fuck did I put The Last of Us? Wait, was it last as like the L section because Last of Us, or in the T section because the? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay, good. Problem solved. Wander Over Yonder.
I think one off because I think it would either be Wander or Lord Hater. I don't think we'd get both.
Yeah.
However, I will say, well, I know a lot of people that would be really
Okay.
interested in seeing it.
What is it?
The one time I tried to watch Wander Over Yonder, it was so much to take in at once. It was like sensory overload, the cartoon.
Fair enough. Warcraft already made it on.
Already
Warhammer
made it?
40k. Okay, so this is my territory here.
Okay.
We had that little talk. I would be okay with Doomslayer versus Gabriel Angelos. He has enough visual media and like not just being 2 PNGs and a couple text in a book, so that you can actually give him an analysis to match Doomslayers in size. So okay,
You're a book.
Okay, shut up. As said, I like Phoenix versus Davian Thule. I think his name's Phoenix from StarCraft. But beyond that, and I guess I like Trajan the Infinite versus Brainiac. And I'm okay with Gazgul and the Goths versus like Urdnot Rex and Clan Urdnot from Mass Effect. Don't like Gazgul versus Thrall. But even then, Gazgul really doesn't have much visual for him. And I think the problem with a lot of Warhammer 40k matchups is a lot of people think that these characters have so much to give, but for the most part, they will have a lot of lore in a book, and then for visual media, you might have 3 or 4 PNGs and a miniature. Maybe if you're lucky, the character will have 2 miniatures, an updated one and an old one. But there's just not a lot visual. So
What's the name of the one guy?
You're gonna have to be way more specific.
Yeah, I was gonna keep elaborating, but I thought it'd be funny to leave it there. The guy who didn't like his flesh, so he turned himself into a robot.
I think you're gonna have to still be more specific. Because my mind
Yeah, I
immediately
think the specific quote was, "The moment I realized the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me."
Yeah, you might still have to be more specific. I think you're talking about the pariah from Dawn of War Dark Crusade. God, what was his name? Thomas Maccabee, I think. But there are a lot of characters who hate their flesh. Like the entire, I think, Iron Hands chapter have a belief that flesh is just awful and weak and lame and for losers. So they try to replace it all. So you still have to be a bit more specific. Most orcs end up replacing a body part with just like a big gun because it's better for
Base.
shooting. Like Gazgul's like mostly just robot now. he's like a fucking 10-foot tall mecha orc thing at this point.
I'm Marine! Get off my ship!
And Gorguts also ended up like that in Dawn of War 3, except his voice went really lame. Gorguts in Dawn of War 3 has the fucking lame voice as opposed to his awesome voice from Dawn of War 1.
So are we putting this at the very top of the list or second to top?
I gotta put it in second, because the problem is a lot of the popular matches, like even the God Emperor, people really not realize how little you'd have to look at in a God Emperor analysis. The God Emperor is the GOAT. Well, not really. He's kind of an asshole. You just look at the
He's also
story.
a man, I think, not a goat.
Yeah, well, he can shapeshift, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that'll fix
he
it.
did transform into a chair. That's his current state. But the story of Angron, like the demon Primarch of Khorne, he was like a slave and he fought for freedom.
Of corn?
The Chaos God, Khorne, Khorne, the Blood God. Blood for the Blood God.
Oh,
for the
okay.
Skull Throne. When the God Emperor
Yeah,
showed
I've heard
up
of
and was
that.
like, "You, Angron, you are my son. Join me in the Imperium." He was like, "Nah, I kind of want to look after my slave friends here." So basically, the God Emperor teleported Angron onto his ship and allowed all the slave friends to get fucking brutally murdered. Didn't bother to help.
Oh,
And Angron was like, "Bro, what the fuck, Dad?" And then the God Emperor was like, "I mean, look, hear me out here. 30 slaves, billions of people, trillions of human beings we could be protecting. 30 slaves, trillions of very, very well looked after rich people. I'm just saying, Angron." And then that basically was the catalyst that led to Angron turning against him in the end. You know,
Fair.
I get it. I get you, Angron. But the God Emperor's rule would leave me without having to pay taxes, while yours would lead me to killing everyone I love. So I'm probably still going to side with the God Emperor, just a little. He also punched a
What
dragon.
about regular Warhammer?
So I have no idea if this is Age of Sigmar or Old World. This is, I'm pretty sure, the Old World logo. So this would be ignoring Age of Sigmar onwards. It has even less visual media. At least 40k has Space Marine, Bolt Gun, and the Dawn of War trilogy. Warhammer does have some stuff, but I've never really looked into the games, and honestly, they just... Like, you could go with Total War, but Total War never interested me that much. I don't know.
I remember Screw Attack had a top 10 for Warhammer Beast that was sponsored by one of the games.
I'll put it in would have interest, because I'm sure there are interesting... I know RK on the Everchosen has some matchups. Are you okay?
Yeah, I hit my elbow on a chair.
Please stop doing that. Chairs already get enough abuse from our asses as it is. RK on the Everchosen has matchups, I think, but he's the only one anyone ever talks about. And thus, that's why I created a character called Dark on the Ever Bucket. So, you know, he's pretty cool. He's a Dark Knight who wears
That's a pretty good word.
He wears a bucket for a helmet.
Ever Bucket's a pretty good word. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, he's the legendary Ever Bucket. You know, you don't mess with him.
It makes you think of, my friend was trying to think of a fake Harry Potter character name, and the one I came up with was Aloysius Bug Tussle.
Yeah, that honestly sounds straight out of those fucking books, yeah.
I think it was because we passed by a road called Bug Tussle. I don't remember where we were, but we just thought that word sounded funny. I'm like, that sounds like a Harry Potter character.
Yeah, WarioWare already made it on.
Yeah, I assume this is looking for more characters from the specific Wario branch of the Mario franchise.
Yeah, by
in
that
which
logic,
case,
shouldn't the Donkey Kong Country series be on this list?
Yes, I would argue so. I would say for Wario, probably a one-off. Probably just Ashley, honestly.
Watchmen. Technically, DC's already been on, but I think Watchmen... I don't know if
Is Watchmen Vertigo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically
Because
DC.
I know Sandman and Constantine were also Vertigo.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan even has, since Doomsday Clock, shown up in mainline DC. I think Watchmen is a case of, like, I would want it, because it's a branch of DC that is very different to normal, and Rorschach and Manhattan are the main characters you use, and they're super different, basically unrelated in everything. So, beyond the, you know, the Ligma, or the Steve Jobs death.
It's so sad Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls.
WCW already been on. WWE and WWE is basically just WWF and WCW combined. All the feats in WCW would have been factored for Randy. So, yeah. We bear bears.
So I understand the animation is fucking great, and a lot of people really like the direction the show took, and it's fun and whatnot. But the sequel series has the worst name ever. It's called We Baby Bears.
What?
That's the fucking worst name I've ever heard.
Okay, We Bear Bears, you go in the category of I don't care. Just to be honest.
Put Wendy's there too.
Yeah, Wendy's is I don't care. Or is that don't care or don't want? I
don't want Wendy's, really.
I think I want.
Well, okay,
Wendy's.
so to be fair, I say that I like Wendy's food. But I don't fucking know what their mascot has done that would make them viable at all.
Next time you ask me what you should have for dinner, which you've asked me twice ever, I will just post a clip of you saying, I don't want Wendy's.
Man, and then it's gonna make me want Wendy's.
Where's Wally? That's a one-off. You
I don't know. I can read, and that says Waldo.
Yeah, well, it's spelt wrong.
Oh.
It's a typo. The
You're
console.
a typo.
It's the console, the Nintendo Wii.
I think you might be a typo, because the YouTube search bar is always telling me you're Nemesis Blood Tyke.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it says that.
I don't either. I have
I
no
was
idea where it
gonna
gets
say
that
who
from.
would use a Nintendo Wii for a death battle, and then I realized I did Wii U versus Virtual Boy as a not death battle mini, so I should just shut the fuck up with that question.
Fucking who's Matt Wii Sports gonna fight?
He's got several meme matchups.
What the fuck does Wii mean?
Wii is like the
Wii Fit Trainer?
like the Wii games, like the games where you just use your Mii, I think.
I guess by that merit, the
I
Mii
think
does
one
have a
off.
good bit of
I
feats.
think one off. I would genuinely be interested to see like what could
I
be
think
cool.
honestly, fucking analyzing Matt as the character and just giving him all the feats that any Mii could do would be
Just
really funny. Just
completely
fucking composite
possible.
Mii in the form of Matt.
Winx Club. I don't care.
If I'm not right, wait, hold on. Let me fucking double check, make sure I'm not stupid.
You're gonna have trouble with
Me.
that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know, but I'm doing what I
I'm
can.
kidding. We all.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's fucking Winx Club is Italian, so at the very least, if the Winx Club did get on, I'm not terribly interested in it, but I know a couple people who
Okay.
would be. I think it'd be interesting that might be the first Italian rep we have on Death Battle, unless I'm
and
forgetting
if
someone.
Wakfu gets on, it'll be our first French rep. So
Is that true?
it's French.
Because the other French rep we could get is what? Fucking Ubisoft character.
Miraculous Ladybug as well.
Ladybug. Is Asterisk Canobolus French? Where's that from?
Is that
Hold
French
on.
or is that Swedish?
Asterisk. Asterix.
It's Franco-Belgian.
Let me. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was French.
What's the Swedish thing I'm thinking of then? Yeah, I'll
Are
probably
you thinking of Bamse?
I might be thinking of that. Yeah.
Bamse, Valdenstarkis Bjorn.
Anyway, we're on to World of Darkness. How would you do World of Darkness? I guess it has a lot of, like, adaptations.
I don't know what it is. It seems to be a
Okay,
vampire thing.
World of Darkness is a tabletop game. Have you heard of Vampire the Masquerade?
Yes.
That is the first game, the first tabletop game of the series, and it got adapted into like the relatively popular comic book. And I think
Okay.
that itself might have no, it didn't have an adaptation, but there's also video games for it that you could go with, including Vampire the Masquerade. I think they did one for Werewolf the Apocalypse as well, which is the second part. So it's like a fight, like I want to say 91 to 96, maybe 95. It's like 5 games, and I think there was a reboot that no one cared about. It has got a lot of stuff in it. World of Darkness is interesting to me. My dad plays it or played it a lot at one point, I think. I never got into it.
Mm-hmm.
I would be interested in getting into it. That said, I really don't know what there is to go with, but I imagine with the video games, comic books, and novels, there are enough characters that I can put it into would be interested. Like, I would be interested to learn more about it before I go into looking into it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Worm.
What is that?
Is that the thing that Brandon Yates did a commission track for? Because if so, then I think I know why it's on here. Brandon Yates. Worm. Like I'm calling him a worm. Yeah, Skitter and Scion from Worm.
What is worm?
So worms are a species of animal. My good friend Donovan really doesn't like them, but he's okay with earthworms.
I'm gonna
You should probably talk
fucking
with him.
kick you in the throat.
I think it's a book, like a web book, like a web novel.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The web serial, is that correct?
Yep, it is a serial. One of the most popular web series on the internet, with a sequel called War.
Fucking Christ! Just the page for one character from this on the official Worm fan wiki is very long.
It's got 7,000 pages.
Yeah, sure. I'd learn about that.
Yeah, I think I'd be interested to learn about Worm. It's meant to be really subversive, so I guess that could be that could either be super interesting or ridiculously cringeworthy. There's really no in between with subversive things. Like on one scale,
Worms.
on one scale with the subversive media, you either have the Boys comic book where it's the worst thing ever, or you have the Boys TV show where it's genuinely interesting.
Yeah.
Worms. I gotta put that in would want it for a
Worms.
friend. Let's be honest.
Fair. Xena Warrior Princess. I'd be interested to learn about Xena. Did Xena start as a spin-off of something?
I think it might have. I'm trying to remember.
Hold on, it's Xena Warrior Princess. Because
I think
did
it
the
might
show
have just been
come
like an outright
first?
adaptation of another comic that predated it.
Filmed on location in in New Zealand. Because
No, I'm
fucking
thinking
where
of-
else
I'm
would it be
thinking- I'm thinking
filmed?
of something else. Not Xena. I'm thinking of a different.
Why is every fucking fantasy series filmed in New Zealand?
Because New Zealand is a fantastic place. I'm fucking
It is a
lying.
spin-off of the television series Hercules: The
Yeah,
Legendary
yeah.
Journeys.
Yeah. What's the? Someone tell me. I'm thinking of like a female comic book character, very Amazonian, very old, and she's.
Are you
adapted-
thinking of fucking Red Sonja?
No. Because no one ever thinks of Red Sonja.
Are you thinking of the woman that started in I think Spawn comics?
No, predates Spawn. What I'm thinking of.
Fucking, can you describe her at all?
Actually, I think I am thinking of Red Sonja, but like not the popular one that people know. I'm thinking of the one from. I'm thinking of Red Sonja of Rogatino. I think she's from. I think of Robert Howard work. Is who I'm thinking. Who am I thinking of? Yeah. Like she was like the whole like the origin of like the archetypical chainmail bikini warrior thing. That Red Sonja went on to
Okay.
push. To be honest, if they did Red Sonja versus Xena, would you see me complain? No.
So, I'm learning that the Xena show was not only a spin-off of this Hercules show, but that this Hercules show started with 5 television pilot movies and was produced by Sam Raimi,
Yeah, that sounds about right to my mind.
which that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
And
But
you didn't know the Hercules show was based on the Roman hero Hercules, who himself is derived from the Greek hero Heracles, who himself has many possible origins, with many different figures predating him, such as Perseus, Theseus, and Prince Cadmus, who were considered the greatest heroes of Greece before Heracles showed up and just fucking stole the fucking trophy from them. Oh, and Bellerophon.
The rabbit hole goes deep. I think Xena's the most sensible matchup I think I've heard for Conan the Barbarian, and I want to see Conan on a death
I'd be
battle.
okay with Xena versus Conan too. I would probably go for Red Sonja first, but I would totally be okay with Conan as well, yeah. I think Xena's a one-off. You do it for Xena. And I'm glad we didn't get Xena versus She-Ra. Because that's something that...
Xena was added to, I think, Raid Shadow Legends recently.
Okay, maybe we don't need Xena.
But Monster Hunter was also just added to Raid Shadow Legends.
Xenoblade
so.
Chronicles. I would be interested.
Yeah, I'd be interested in learning about it.
Xiaolin Showdown, whatever it's called. Xiaolin.
Yeah, I think when it came to the or I think it was made in the West, it was pronounced Shaolin Showdown, but I don't think that's correct.
I'm gonna put it in don't care. I honestly don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'd be okay. I'd be moderately interested in it. I remember liking it well enough as a kid. It would have a similar appeal as like I guess like Danny Phantom, Jake Long. There's one other I'm trying to think of. I can't remember. Gargoyles, I guess, is kind of the same era.
Yeah, I guess. Yakuza. I mean, I don't think it's a one-off. It's not a one-off series, I don't think.
It would be interested.
Yeah,
I think.
you gotta give me the protagonist of Yakuza versus the protagonist of Fast and Furious. Yandere
Dame
Simulator.
Dane versus Family, right?
Well, this is the
that's their names.
third time this video we've come into a series where the creator is a nonce.
Yeah, and the Yondev thing actually came out very recently. He even made a video pretty much just fucking admitting to it. Yondev is a terrible worker, a cheat, fucking scam. He is a nonce. Does not deserve any ounce of attention his
This is
way.
like
Yandere Simulator's not even good to compensate for it. There's not even like fucking
yeah, this is
cultural
not
significance
even
to
like
it.
like a Toriko thing where people are there are a lot of fans of it, or a Kenshin thing where it's like genuinely super influential. This is like this. The only thing this influenced was the ability for people to appreciate the work ethic of indie creators that aren't him.
Yeah, like the most famous thing at this point that Yandere Simulator has going for it is that it's just never gonna be fucking finished.
Yeah, Yokai Watch.
I'd be interested in it.
I'd have interest. Yeah, I can't say I'm dying for it. We're nearly at the end. Oh my god.
Ukulele.
Don't
I don't fucking care. I don't want to see Ukulele in Death Battle.
Saga of Tanya the Evil. Don't care, honestly.
I don't care. So you know how I mentioned
when
that
you
just
mentioned,
yeah.
yeah.
Here it is. Just
You wanna know what?
YouTube.
You wanna know? You'll see when you look at the recording. What I did was I scrolled down and I grabbed the YouTube emblem and I just shook it around a bit after you said that, and I was like, yeah. How do you feel about YouTube on Death Battle?
Any given YouTube. So generally, I think I know what like the type of thing it's going for. And my stance has always been, if the YouTuber super plays into a character, then fucking whatever. Like inherently a character like the Angry Video Game Nerd, or a character like I'm trying to think of another example that makes sense. Like Wizard Boomstick or whatever.
Yeah.
Just these characters that the people play that are incredibly distinct
I just
from
want to point out
anything
that
that
the three characters you just
they personally
just
hold.
mentioned, none of them actually originate on YouTube.
Yeah, well, shut up.
I think I got
Or like the annoying orange, I guess, is a better example.
I think I got to make a
Where
a
like there's
category.
definitely stuff you could do with them, but then people take like video game reviewers like Scott the Woz, or they take like fucking like Peanut Butter Gamer or whatever, and it's like, well, I like all these guys' content. I don't think every single YouTuber you watch needs to be in a death battle. It's like, sure, they may have skits where they do like a funny little video game thing or have a cool little superpower, but the idea of them actually being analyzed on a death battle and like having their stats laid out and trying to put like their story into succession, like it just sounds so fucking stupid. Like you just could not do it without it being really, really dumb.
I genuinely would have more interest, right, in like a video that power scales a YouTuber from like a self-aware kind of silly perspective, not trying to pretend like there's a story, aware that none of it's meant to come together, but like just for fun, as opposed to analyzing it super seriously and then comparing it to another character and like animating them beating the crap out of each other. I feel like I'd just be more interested in just a standalone video, like, based on the random assortment of skits this YouTuber has made, how powerful would they be? Because that's kind of playing into the fun of it, as opposed to, like, what a death battle I feel like would do.
Mm.
So I think with YouTuber...
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Where do I even put YouTube is the question.
Fucking, I would put it in don't care, because there's not many YouTube personalities I can think of where I do want to see them on a death
what
battle.
I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tier at the bottom called too much variance. Because, like, even more than the other companies where, like, you understand what they generally are going for, you choose one where there is just too much variance.
Yeah, where it's like Newgrounds, that's pretty much always going to be an animation. Fucking Nick Jr., you know, it's got a very set line of shows that run on the network. YouTube has like fucking weeks or months of content uploaded to it every single day.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I gotta put at the top. Like,
Yeah.
I want Yugi versus Ash. I want Kaiba versus Dan Kuruto, whatever he's called. I want Marek Ishtar versus Rago. I'd love Bakura versus Dash. There's like a lot of options. for Yu-Gi-Oh that would be.
I really want to see Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy covered on Death Battle. It seems like the most insane shit ever.
All right, we're in the final stretch. Yume Nikki.
Plus, there's a good chance that he could fucking land the killing blow with a move called Judas Priest.
Yume Nikki. Isn't it just like all a dream?
I imagine this is on the list because of Omori. And like that's supposed to be the matchup. But this is another one where it's like, just given the content and the themes and the general world of Yume Nikki, I don't know how appropriate it is to put it in a death battle. I don't think it's very appropriate
Also, it's all a dream.
to put it on a show like that.
Zatch Bell,
Yeah.
one off.
Yeah, one off again. Zatch Bell versus
Actually,
Metal kind of cool.
Of these last three, the ones that I care about, they're all just one off. Zone Fighter, one off. Legend of Zoro, one off. Like,
You didn't even mention Zone of the Enders.
well, that's why I skipped over that one, because these are the ones that I know well enough. Like, who's looking for any other Zone Fighter kaiju, and who's looking for any other Zoro character?
Yeah. So I want to take a second to say that if you're a fan in the audience of Hideo Kojima's games, Metal Gear, fucking Death Stranding, whatever, or if you're just a fan of mecha shit in general, you can get Zone of the Enders on the Xbox store right now. It's very cheap. Go fucking play that game. That game is so fucking cool. I haven't played the second one, so I can't speak to the quality of that one.
I would have interest. That's where I put Zone.
But I really want to see Death Battle cover Zone of the Enders. I think Jehudi is a fucking awesome design. I think, oddly enough, the Godzilla Evangelion fucking Metal Gear thing, like figure that came out, ended up looking like something you might see in Zone of the Enders. And then I also want to take a second to say, in my quest for fucking old and slightly obscured by time pop culture characters for Death Battle, I came across Zoro, and after scouring, the matchup I found that I liked for him the most was Zatoichi, the blind swordsman. For people who don't know, Zatoichi is a Japanese character who popularized the whole blind swordsman trope. He popularized the reverse gripping a katana and like wielding a cane sword, which was a thing commonly done at the time just because swords were outlawed by anybody who wasn't like given explicit government permission to own them at the time. He popularized like that whole drawing your sword and cutting something so quickly that you couldn't see it, and then like sheathing the sword and then it falls apart, like as that shows up in movies. That like there is so much Zatoichi did that is so influential on just the way that swordsmen are portrayed in Japanese media today. And I think he would be a really interesting to see against another swordsman who is famous for like Zoro invented the idea of or not invented the idea of, but very much popularized the idea, especially in comics, of things like a secret identity, things like a secret layer, things like wearing a mask to cover up his eyes and a cape. There's so much that these two swordsmen did to absolutely revolutionize their mediums. I think it's a very interesting matchup, and I'd like to see it happen
and
someday.
It would have one of the biggest gaps between debuts as well.
It would also be interesting because I think Zatoichi would be the only character on Death Battle at the point of his introduction, and possibly ever, to first be introduced in an essay, of all things.
Probably. I'm trying to think of who else would qualify for that.
It's like, how many other essay characters can you even think of?
Yeah. That's a good question. What essay characters exist?
I think that about wraps up this ranking though. We fucking
I'm interested. There's only 3 layers of absolutely need franchises, with Yu-Gi-Oh making up the sole member of the 4th layer of it. So there's 22 in that.
in the lower one, in Would Want, there's 27. Most of them went in one-off, which surprises me because I thought most of them would end up in Don't Care. But no, most of them are like, we would want, give them one episode basically, is all you need. Would have interest is self-explanatory. Oh, burped. There's like 63 in there or so. That would be interesting. There's a second biggest tier is Don't Care. Which is not to say we dislike any of these. It's just, at least with me, because I'm the one making the main ranking, we don't care to see them on Death Battle, or we don't care about them in general. One of the two. Would like for a friend, self-explanatory, and then the ones we don't want, the ones we don't know, the ones that already made it on because this is a little bit outdated, and then YouTube.
Yeah, we spent fucking a gorgillion years on this, but
This is about 6 hours.
I had a
with
lot of fun
Pokemon.
discussing this.
This was fun. Yeah, I knew it was a good idea to suggest it. So, that's the video, everyone.